Alrighty, hello friends. A little late today. I wasn't gonna stream at all today, but I was like, you know what? We can do a few hours of practice. Today we're gonna be just practicing Elder, which I don't think I've done since maybe June or July of last year. Should be fun. Hello Matt, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Okay, I think that's enough jazz music. Thank you, music. Let's go ahead and run the montage. All right, hello friends. Welcome to another stream. This is a Saturday stream. I actually wasn't even gonna stream today because I got up so early. I've been up since about 6:30. I was car detailing this morning to make a little bit of extra money, and so I'm pretty tired. But I finally finished unpacking everything, so my room is clean again. And as you can see, we have Sephiroth here. He's unwieldy. He's even taller than Eve. He's 195. Eve is 180 centimeters. So it's even harder to get him in frame. I actually tried putting him behind my bed, like way back against that wall, and I pulled my bed forward so that he'd have space. So he was actually like on the floor. He made it all the way to the floor, and you still can't see his head. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I think that if I want to display Sephiroth in this room, it's gonna take a lot. I'll have to like adjust my webcam angle, but I can definitely get Eve to up here. Like you'll be able to see all of Eve if I rearrange my bed. So I may do that, because I've had it like that before. Like right now I have it against, it's like parallel to the wall, up against the wall. But I could also have it where it's, perpendicular, so it'll be like in the middle of my room going the long way. So I may do that. But how are you doing? Thank you for tuning in, Matt Dean. Good to see you, man. Happy Saturday, guys. Thank you for watching. And for anyone lurking, I appreciate you as well. But let's see, what are we doing today? We are going to play some Stellar Blade again, of course. And today, I wanted to just focus on Elder, because I've never have. I mean, I did, like, around when the game came out a little bit, but not much. I've never really studied this guy, like, seriously studied him. So I'm going to make an effort to today. Maybe fold his legs up a bit. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not gonna... I mean, all I can really do is move my webcam. I can adjust my webcam so, so it's pointing more up. So I'll be cut off a little bit more, but I think it'll be fine. It's funny you say that, though, because I did cut off a piece of him. There's, like, an extra piece here where it would say Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, and then, like, the release date, which adds a good, like this much. Like, it adds a good chunk to his width. So had I not cut that off, it would have been even more expensive to ship him. Alright, so let's just go into... How would I normally do this? I would go story. I would go story mode. And then we'll just use... Ooh, I can't use that, though. Never mind. Hold on. I gotta set up my save file real quick. We'll just use... we'll use like my 100% playthrough. The reason I can't use the max preset New Game Plus is because it has double dodge unlocked. Like it has the full skill tree unlocked, so it has double dodge, and it has the one that slows down time. What's it called? Threat detection, I believe. Yeah, threat detection. So this screws up timings, so it's not really useful for practicing. So I'll just use this save file. This save file is perfect. Bam. So I load into the game, go back to the main menu, and then I can use my last saved slot preset. Alright, back to boss challenge. Man, I'm excited. We'll see how we do. We'll see how this goes. This might go really poorly. Settings from last played save slot. Anywho, yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I was still unpacking, still cleaning. Now I'm done, so that's... At least we're past that. Which is great. And I'm coming off of a Yankee game win. We won yesterday, last night. What's crazy, though, I fell asleep at the bottom of the ninth, so I didn't see the last 3 outs. But I woke up, I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? I checked the score, and we did win, so... I was plenty motivated this morning when I got up. So here's what I'm going to use for learning. I'll use protection... And I'll use recovery. Oh, I don't have this upgraded. Whatever, it's still good. And then I'm going to put on every single melee protection gear. All of them, just every single one. And that's how I like learning. So this is 12, 10, 18, 11. Okay, so... I've got 18% there. Hello, Requiem Lich. Thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you again. I haven't checked out Pacific Drive just yet, but I did download it. It's installed. It's on Steam, ready to go. 12%. Okay, let's get 11% here on the last one. I should have been favoriting these. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. We have a good chunk of survivability now. This is ideal. Alright. Okay, so here's what I would do if I were learning this boss. I would block. Or this is what I teach, right? Oh, what the hell? Hold on, sorry. Can't have that on. Turn off action assist. So you can actually hear the clinks and clangs, all the sword blocking sounds, and that's how I will learn the timings. So I'm gonna just block for a little bit, and then I'll start learning the parry timings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Sephiroth's making another appearance. That's just a 2-string? He just does that, okay. That's not a red string, that's just a... he could do it whenever. 1, 2. There it is again, the 2-string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. For that unblockable, I guess I just gotta wait for him to spawn in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That I like that string because it looks like he's 1, 2. He has this like air of superiority to him when he puts his sword up high. Actually, that's not even a sword, really, is it? It's more like a spear. Or a lance. What would you guys classify that as? 1. This is the disappearing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's actually a 6-string, so vanishing 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so once he spawns in, you can pretty much dodge there. Once he reappears. 1, 2. That's just his 2-string. That's kind of like a Raven 1-string or Raven 2-string. He could do it whenever. Mostly what I gotta learn are the red strings. Here it is, another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only really a delay between 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4 are pretty consistent. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is phase 1, by the way. Once we get to phase 2, he has more stuff. Oh, hold on. He has an extra attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that unblockable, he did an extra attack. 1, 2. But if you always dodge it, then you should be fine. 1, 2. It's crazy how we just can live forever like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But as you can see, I take like no damage. In fact, on story mode, on story, you actually don't take any damage when you're blocking. Hello, Garanoxa, thank you for tuning in. Just came back from the movies. Nice. What did you see, Requiem? What movie did you see? Sinners, new vampire movie. Why does that sound like something... Why does that sound like something that Megan Fox would have been in like 10 years ago? I don't know, what something about the title. It just I thought of Jennifer's Body, was it called? That's the first thing I thought of, because that was also like a vampire movie, I believe. Looking forward to the new Final Destination movie. Didn't it come out already? I thought it came out like last month. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for that one, it's really 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 are close together. 1 and 2 have a little gap, and then between 2 and 3 there's another little gap. What is that similar to? I don't know. It almost feels like a demo crawler string. That one you can kind of just see coming from a mile away. 1, 2. Whoa, you know what's trippy about this boss fight as well? I just kind of noticed. 1 and 2, 3, delay, and 4, 5, and 6. I'm a bit early on some of these. I just noticed Eve is like looking up at Elder. Like when you're close to him, the perspective, it's kind of, it feels like I'm looking up. It's very unique. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4 string we've seen a lot of times now. That's the red string. And then his other red string is the vanishing 6. The 1, 2 is like whatever. That's like every boss has something like that. 1, 2. I don't like that. So he has 1 and 2, 3, delay, and 4, 5, and 6. I delayed too much. What was that? He did like a... It was like... He went like Super Saiyan for a sec. Hello, Joshua Gonzalez. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it looks like a spear to me. It looks like he's carrying either a partisan or a spontoon. I didn't realize there were that many technical terms for the weapons. Takes place in Mississippi in the 1930s. No Megan Fox. Alright. How did you like it? How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know. Like, if you were Rotten Tomatoes, what would you give it? May 13th for the new Final Destination movie. Gotcha. Hello, Gear. Thank you for tuning in. Hardest boss. Yeah, it's my hardest boss. It's my least studied boss. Basically 0% study on this guy. But I decided that I need to study this guy because, by the way, I just realized my webcam looks ridiculous. The characters in the background looks insane. I realized that I need to study 1 and 2, 3, 4. I need to learn Elder because when I do the walkthrough, I'm going to show both final bosses, of course. And just for that reason, we got to learn Elder. One, 2. Damn, look at how Eve is looking up at him. This is crazy. This perspective is insane. Even when you fight Gigas, it doesn't feel like that. 1 and 2, 3, and 4, 5, delay, and 6. That one's gonna take a while. I'm gonna get it though. 1, 2. Hell, if I do anything today, it'll be learning phase 1. What's going on here? Can I parry these? I think those are unblockable. I didn't actually notice. One, 2. I'm gonna start attacking him. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Whoa, okay, so he's got a 4-string into a... Oh. 4-string into repulse into blink. Wow. I wanted to start attacking him just to see if he does any kind of retaliation strings. Some bosses have attacks that they'll only do when you're attacking them. Or rather, they're more likely to do them when you attack them. And bang, bang, and 6. For example, a good example would be Providence. Like his flyaway attack where he flies away and then lands. And he has like the red AoE. He doesn't really do that if you're not attacking him. Can't parry those. One, 2. Hold on, I think I can parry that last attack. Okay, I gotta pay more attention to the unblockable circles. 1 and 2, 3, 4. I was early on 2. 1, early on 2. had fought this boss just once in your life too? Damn. I fought him a few times, but like when I started speedrunning the game, I actually used to fight Elder for some reason. Why did I used to fight him? I think because I figured that the outro sequence for Providence was just too long. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I like that string. Damn, he's so tall. Slightly late on circle there. You can see my inputs. I was a little bit late. 1, 2. Best OST of the game. Hello, Nicholas Barreto. Thank you for tuning in. It's definitely an epic OST. I'm curious what happens. Oh. I was gonna say, I'm curious what happens if you dodge them instead of instead of doing the repulse or doing the blink, what happens if I dodge it? And it seems he has a follow-up unblockable, so that's kind of cool. 1 and 2, 3, delay 4, 5, and 6. Okay, nailed it. That's good. Dodge. That is unblockable, right? Yeah, that's unblockable. One, two. Damn. I want to see if I can parry that. I believe I can. One and 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should go back to blocking for a little bit. One. Oh damn! I meant to block that. Want to fight him New Game Plus again, so I get a really good rematch. Hell yeah! Hey Blankets, thank you for tuning in. Just can't with Sephiroth being in the background. Yeah, I know, right? It looks insane. He's just so tall. I'm probably gonna rearrange my bed. I haven't in a long time. I've had my bed like this. You can't even see my bed right now. But I've had it the way it is for a while. But I'll mix it up. Aha, okay, so there we go. Oh wait, he didn't do... I was mistaken. So when he does the 4-string into repulse into blink, I thought that if I dodge... First of all, I dodged the blink last time he did it, and then he did a follow-up unblockable. It seems that was just coincidence, and it's not actually tied to dodging the blink. And we dodged the repulse there, and he still did the blink. So that those two are just, they always happen. Okay, that's good to know. Kind of like Providence. Providence has a blink, blink, repulse string, and if you dodge all of them, or whether you do them or dodge them, he still does the next one. I was late on that. One, two. Okay, that you can parry, which is great. This is unblockable, so we can't do anything about this besides dodge. Just to get some burst energy, I guess. A little late again. 1. This is the Vanishing 6. 2 and 3. Delay 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if his audio cue is the same every time, or if he has different lines for that particular combo. I don't know. Hey JHP, Mr. Park, thank you for tuning in. Annyeonghaseyo to you. Congrats on getting married, even though you're not married yet. Thank you. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. No and, just 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Damn. Oh, I remember a tip a long time ago. Our friend Reezy gave us a tip. After you dodge those 2 spears, you can just hold down L1 and it'll parry automatically. I'll show you guys next time it happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the repulse. Dodge. And then I'm gonna dodge the blink. I'm gonna no follow up. No follow up that time. Vanishing 6, 2, 3 early, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Okay, we're getting the hang of it. He's dropping ammo, by the way. I just realized you wouldn't be able to tell he's dropping ammo because it's falling in the water. Like, what is that? Boss Arena version felt like the hardest for you personally. Is it different? Is the boss challenge version different? Also, Stellar Blade in Tagalog next update shift up? That'd be crazy. I can't even... I think Lily would have a great Tagalog accent. 9 out of 10. The first half is 10 out of 10 though. Ryan Coogler directed it. Black Panther 1 and 2, Creed, and Space Jam 2. I haven't seen any of those movies. But that's cool. I'm glad you liked it. Hold on. What was it called again? It was called Sinners. The first thing I think of when I hear Sinners is, well, I was thinking of Drowning Pool, but their album is actually called Sinner, not Sinners. So never mind. I take it back. That's a great album, by the way. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2. Okay, so that, you know what that string is actually like? That 4 string is a little bit like the Raven string where she does it from far away. She'll jump at you, where she like does a front flip at you. It's kind of like that timing, kind of. Besides 1 to 2, that's not very useful information. Hang on a sec, can I parry those? I just blocked it. That must mean I can parry it. Let me try that again next time. 1, Vanishing 6, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yeah, you can see the wind up. You can see when he kind of starts to attack. That one's a little bit harder for me to see. Those are not parryable. This is also not parryable. That is unblockable. That's basically a demo crawler attack. There I was late again. Hello, Bittersweet 3D. Thank you for tuning in. Really need to finally get the Nier DLC. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I recommend it. It's only $10. 1, Vanishing 6, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good. 1, 2. I gotta parry those. 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's the 4 string into repulse into blink. It goes 1, 2, and then delay 3, 4. So I gotta work on that timing too. That one you can just see him landing. 1, 2. You know what that looks like? That reminds me of Crucible Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4. When he jumps in the air like that, I feel like that's such a Crucible Knight attack. From Elden Ring, I mean. 1, Vanishing 6 again. 2 and 3. 4, 5, and 6. Early, a little bit early. One, 2. Okay, he backed up. Slightly late there. 1, 2. Yeah, those are not unblockable. 1 and 2, 3, 4. I like this string now. That 4 string feels comfortable. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, delay and 6. Think about waiting for a replay on PC. Don't know if you can manage to play it 3 times. Man. 3 times? You can manage 3 times. This game is super replayable in my opinion. Granted, I'm kind of biased. I've played through it at least 40 times now or something like that. At least 40 times, I think. I don't think so, but the arena version felt like it was the hardest. Have you ever thought about playing Kazan? I heard it's fun, and it's definitely harder than Stellar Blade, and in some ways, the action seems more spectacular. Yeah, I played a little bit of the demo JHP. I haven't finished the demo yet, though. I didn't like the looting aspect and the heart, like the RPG stuff of it, so I'm not gonna buy it like full price, but I would buy it on sale. I'll check it out, especially if it goes on, if it's like added to PS Plus or Game Pass. You know, I could check it out then. Hello, RJ, what's up, man? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks, man. You too. Happy, what's today? Today's Saturday. Happy Saturday, dude. Hope you're having a good weekend. 1, 2. Nice. Oh, he's doing this shit now? Alright. How much time do I actually have for this? Just out of curiosity. You have a long time. As you can see, I didn't even start attacking the angels for like a good 10 seconds. You still have time. You know what? Let's get him into phase 2. No. I take it back. In fact, I'm gonna restart the fight. I really gotta learn phase 1 before I even look at phase 2. I don't want to learn any of that stuff just yet. By the way, you guys got any plans this weekend? I guess it's already mid-Saturday, so... if you've got any plans for Sunday, or if you did anything cool Friday, Saturday, let me know. Of course, we had Requiem Lich who went to the movies. Saw Sinners. 1, Vanishing 6. 2, 3, and 4, 5, delay, and 6. I was early there. 1, and 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like that string. It's a good one. What's up, Shinobi? What's up, man? How you doing? 1, 2. By the way, what editing software do you use? Do you use DaVinci Resolve? 1, 2. I just started learning Final Cut Pro. I'll let you know my review of it. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Early on 3. Early on 3. 1, Vanishing 6 again. 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Nice. Oh, you use Premiere Pro. Gotcha. Yeah, I had the ability, I had the option to use a very illegal copy of Premiere Pro for my friend who got it from a local broadcasting station where that's just what they use apparently here in South Florida, which is funny because they're like a big ass station. They're a huge TV channel, but they just use pirated copies of Adobe Premiere, which is kind of crazy. It was a 2020 version. He gave it to me and I was like, yeah, this is all right. But I don't know. I was like still unhappy editing on PC. It didn't feel that much better than what I'm used to using, which is Vegas. And from what I hear from other people, it's a huge RAM hog, and even with 64 gigs, I don't know, it feels pretty bad for me. Maybe my processor is just too old. I have an i9 9900K, so you know, 9th gen Intel might just be too old for that shit. But I don't know. So that's why I switched to Mac. 1 and 2, 3, 4, just for editing. Don't worry, I'm not going to become an Apple guy, I promise. I'm just using it purely for editing. 1, 2. You gotta give credit when credit is due. And whenever Apple came out with the M chips, holy hell, man, that stuff is impressive. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, delay, and 6. Nice. What's up, Andy Dodo? Thank you for tuning in. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. Getting hyped for the PC release? Hell yeah. Can't wait. Excited to get back into the game. Curious to see performance/graphics options. Yeah, same. I'll check out Digital Foundry's video when it comes out, but of course, I'll be picking it up day 1. Heard Vegas is good. Vegas used to be really good. I think there are still random good versions of it, but like, it crashes for me all the time, and I've tried multiple versions, like recent-ish. I tried like 14, 16, 19. I don't know if any, like the new versions are better, but I don't know. I gave up on that. You know, it's funny because Sony used to own Vegas, the editing software, and then they sold it to a company called Magix. And I don't think they've, I remember it being a lot better when I was younger. Like when I was using Sony Vegas Pro 10, I think that was a great software. It was super smooth. Me and Lisa are going to watch the Final Destination box set this Sunday in prep for the new movie. Hell yeah, dude. I haven't seen those since I was like a tween. I must have been like 10 to 12 watching them with my older sister back in the day. I actually want to watch those. I think I will watch At least one, Final Destination 1 with my fiance, because she's never seen them. Working on your first full 3D sculpture this weekend? No Easter time for you? Oh yeah, it is Easter, isn't it? Is that this Sunday? Hold on, is Easter this Sunday? Let me check my calendar. Oh yeah, Easter Sunday and then Easter Monday. Wait, am I working on Monday? I'm sure I'm working Monday. My boss hates holidays. And I don't think it's a real holiday, right? Just Easter, like Sunday is the holiday, I believe. That's cool, I didn't realize it was Easter. That's cool for Easter people. I hope you have a good Sunday. I think this is like the one day a year that a lot of people go to church. But it's like Easter and Christmas, I guess. So if you're one of those like twice a year, you know, have fun. If you go to church to socialize. But that's cool, man. Adobe Premiere Pro is really good editing software. Yeah, I know some people swear by it. But I was just like, man, my experience editing on PC just sucks. I don't know if different versions of Premiere Pro are better, but like I don't know. I wasn't really liking the 2020 version. And I don't know if that's just because it's pirated. Hope they make some graphic improvements and can't wait to see what they meant with additional content. Yeah, same. Monday is a holiday. Oh, interesting. I'm sure I'm working Monday though. Oh, hey, Agatoki. Thank you for tuning in. Just saw your username there. Kind of blended in with everyone else. This game is definitely replayable. I should devote my time to it. Hope we get gameplay mods on PC. That would be too sick. If we get cool gameplay mods, like Sekiro has awesome gameplay mods, I will be a happy camper. 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Like the Sekiro mods are amazing. There's so many cool difficulty mods. I would love that for this game. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. I actually want to play a lot of those Sekiro mods. I gotta get back into Sekiro. 1, 2. That game is awesome. I only gave it one playthrough, but like, you know, I've thought about it a lot. 2. Same with Lies of P. Those are like, dude, those games were amazing. I really want to get back to playing both of them. And as well as Elden Ring, I really want to play the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. At some point this year. This year soon. We will play Shadow of the Erdtree. It should be a lot of fun. 2 and 3. Unfortunately, we got the Retribution there. You know what else I really want to have? On PC, I hope we at least get some simple mods or some customizability. Even in the game. This should just be in the game. Let me turn off the boss's balance in like a practice mode so I can just fight him infinitely without getting the Retributions. I would love that. Because it's so annoying. Because sometimes... I'm going to rant up for a second. Because some bosses have really long strings. Namely, Raven. Some of like her 7 string, for example. And Unidentified Naytiba. And sometimes I'll be practicing them. And it's like, oh cool, I find... Like, it's an uncommon string, right? Her laughing string, the 7 string, where she laughs first, is a really uncommon string. And so then when she finally does it, and I get to practice it, it's like, oh, look at her balance. She only has 3 balance left. This kind of sucks. That's pretty unfortunate. Because now I only get this, like, you know, I get to practice. I can try parrying the first 3 and that's it. And then bam, the Retribution kind of cuts off the practice. So permanent Taki companion, like the first mission. Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting too. Imagine some modded game modes or companion mods. Yeah, I mean, I have some wishes. I think I did talk about some mods that I would like to see in my wishlist video. It's funny because, like, I spent so long thinking about my list for the wishlist video, and I ended up thinking of even more things. 2, 3, 4. Nice. One, 2. I think the only current, like, news story related to Stellar Blade is those super expensive sculptures, the 3D, or like the realistic ones that are like a third to scale. It's like 1/3 scale. I saw a picture of them. 1 delay and 2 and 3 delay, 4, 5 delay and 6. I was kind of taken aback because Eve's face looks so not like Eve. It's really weird. I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know where they got Eve's face from, where they modeled it after, but it doesn't look like Eve at all. Maybe they were using some of the early Project Eve art or something. But it's kind of strange. That's a strange decision. Why don't they just use the, you know, full game release Eve? 2, 3, and 4. But I thought the Taki one looked really cool, actually. It looks better. Her face still isn't, like, perfect, but it's better, for sure. And I like the Taki pose. Actually, one, two. Are they both $3,500? Like together, or is each one individually $3,500 each? So would you need to pay $7 grand to buy both? That's insane. That's a car. That's a car. In this economy, you gotta be a big dick baller to buy those kind of overpriced. Not overpriced. Maybe that's just how much it costs. Those expensive sculptures, man. That's like true BTB status. Like if you're buying those just recreationally, that's amazing. And 2, 3, 4. Nice. I like his unblockables. His unblockables are pretty telegraphed. Like you can see them coming. 1, 2. Kind of like you know what it's like? It's kind of like Stalker jumping at you. That's kind of what it feels like. Not that one so much. That one's more like just learn it. But the ones where he reappears or he flies at you, those unblockables feel good to dodge. 1. This is the Vanishing 6 again. 2 and 3. Delay 4, 5. Delay and 6. You could 3D sculpt the Blood Edge for 7K. What? Oh, wait. Do you mean like if you wanted to create your own program to make it, you could make like one out of, I guess, like a real material, not just... Well, what are those sculptures actually made of? Had they said? That's pretty cheap for JND. They're usually very expensive. JND always has those jiggly skin statues. Oh, is it like a... What's the word? Silicone base or something? You said it's a jiggly skin statue? We need permanent Taki suit and Taki and blade. I would love it if we had a Taki outfit. I mean, we got kind of close. You know, the black suit, the planet diving suit second is, you know, close, but not exactly the same. That should be an easy mod. Or just let me play as Taki with, like, the Taki skin. Even if it doesn't make sense. Even if I'm just doing Eve's combos, but with a Taki skin, that'd be cool. That should be an easy PC mod. That should be very easy. I believe someone made a 3D sculpt model online, if I recall correctly. I could find it. That's cool. And 2. Bang, bang. Delay and bang. I mean, I've got my own Blood Edge right here. Hold on. This is... You guys want to know how long this is? Exactly. Let me see if I can find a tape measure. But it's not accurate. Hold on. Okay, wait. I have a tape measure. I have a small tape measure. This one for the standee for the promotional figure is 46 inches, 45.5 inches. But then there's more because there's the hilt which Eve is holding. So together, yeah, bro. That's like an extra 10 inches. So it's really like 50. It's basically 5 feet. Kind of crazy. Oh, they are silicone or something. You can see how they put the eye into Taki's head. Oh, wow. What would be expensive is the materials and equipment. Yeah, I've never heard of JND. Which, I mean, there's no reason I would have ever heard of them because I've never bought a statue or figurine or anything. One and 2, 3, 4. I've probably seen a bunch of their stuff just randomly in Akihabara if I were to guess. Because if you've been to Akihabara Prefecture in Tokyo, there are a lot of shops that sell those kinds of things. A lot of them. 1, 2. Korean studio, JND. Oh, it's a Korean studio. Okay, gotcha. 1, 2, and 3. Delay, and 4, 5, and 6. I think it's not even worth counting out that delay. I should probably just watch for it. 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we're practicing Elder right now. The reason I'm practicing Elder is for 1, 2, for the walkthrough that I want to work on in the future, very soon. So when I do my full walkthrough, I'm going to show Providence and Elder, so we got to learn Elder. I've been putting it off for long enough. Bang, bang, and bang. Nice. Don't look into it. Statues can be quite addictive. I think I'm good. I don't think I'm going to pick up a new addiction. I'm already addicted to ice cream and naps. Actually, my latest addiction has just been watching nostalgic YouTube videos. Holy hell, man. I started watching a YouTuber I used to watch like when I was like a teenager. I was like 12, 13, 14 watching this guy. He would just review iPhone cases, but he was just like so nice to listen to. He was a really positive guy. And also kind of anal retentive like me. Maybe I picked up some kind of like very like clean habits from him actually. But yeah, I just learned that he passed away recently. Not recently, he passed away in 2016. I was so sad. And then I just started watching all of his videos again. Like, they have, you know, still a lot of sentimental value for me. Because, you know, I liked watching him as a kid. Or young teen, I guess. It's crazy. Sometimes watch... Old YouTube was also so nice. It was so genuine. I mean, it was just all about... I don't know, it was like lower production, which is cool. Because when stuff is lower production, there's more focus on just the content itself, I guess. In my opinion. I really enjoy like old YouTube kind of style. It's just, you know, someone talking to a camera. It feels like a more of a human connection type of thing. Just from listening to this guy for so long, I feel like I knew him, you know? And I was genuinely sad when I learned he passed away. Hey, Amon Ra, thank you for tuning in. Anyway, let's back to talking about Stellar Blade. One day I'll definitely get a Stellar Blade statue. It's not even a question. Yeah, I've talked about how, even though I'm not a figurine or statue guy, if they made cool statues or cool figurines for like my favorite bosses, I would buy those. That's just, it would be too cool. Like if they did UN or Belial, that would be so cool. Or even like Gigas also would be hype. But I understand why they would do Eve Taki, because, you know, that's probably gonna sell more. Because, like, if you just played the demo, you know those two characters. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Elder would also make a crazy figurine, but I wouldn't buy that. I would definitely not buy Elder. I would buy a Providence one, though. That'd be hype. Then again, it depends how expensive they are. Like, if I had to choose number 1, I would love to... Probably the coolest one to own. Belial is my favorite boss. Obviously, I love Belial. You guys know this. But I think the coolest one to own would be Raven's. Not Raven the boss. I mean unidentified Naytiba the boss. I think that would just be so cool to have. Maybe this will be the start. Who knows? Maybe I'll win the lottery. And maybe they'll make a series of boss statues that are realistic. And I'll buy those one day. That'd be crazy. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. Oh, by the way, if anyone's just tuning in right now, you're wondering how am I practicing this? I'm practicing it in boss challenge, wearing protection exospine, recovery exospine, and then a bunch of melee protection gears. And on story mode. That's why if I block, I don't take any shield damage, so you can kind of just study the moves for a long time. Proudness is just the gunpla. Oh yeah, he's like a Gundam, basically. But that's why he's so dope. I do want Raven and the boss as a diorama. One and 2, 3, 4. What's weird is that they have the clay sculptures already of all the bosses. All of the if you didn't know, there's this documentary where they show like how the bosses are based on clay sculptures, and then they 3D scan in the clay sculptures into the game to have really accurate, like, or rather really minute details and stuff and super high fidelity. And if they have those sculptures already, they can just base, you know, they can make figurines off that, of course. Why wouldn't they be able to? Just take the 3D scan, bam, make a mold, I guess. So, reminded me of my iPod Touch jailbreak era. Yeah, he made a lot of videos on iPod Touch. He would always call it the iTouch. Man, I remember those. I have some fond memories of iPod Touches, just playing games on my friend's iPod Touch, like in high school. We would play a lot of Advance Wars during some bullshit classes. Just pass it around the table. Everyone would take their turn. It was a lot of fun. Demo crawler statue, that'd be dope. I watched some iJustine lately. Is that also an old YouTuber? Statues can drain your pocket real fast. I have 8 of them. Damn. How much is your collection in total? In USD, if you can. When the game is on PC, you can easily extract the 3D models and animations of the bosses, and then 3D print them. I guess if you have your own 3D printer, you could do that. Because that sounds hella illegal for someone to be selling those. Because when you're authentic, you bring something people can't replicate. Exactly. The way some people can even talk sounds exactly the same. I know what you mean, actually, yeah. If you like some big YouTube channels, like YouTube channels that are like just pure business, there's like no authenticity there. If you ask me. And I can't watch that stuff. It's like impossible to watch. It's like watching commercials. So yeah, and I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, if I was watching something on TV, like if I was watching Digimon Season 3, or if I was watching Ninja Turtles in 2003, if there was a commercial, I go to another channel, I go to my backup channel, and then you have the last button. It's like the last or whatever it was called, and it goes back to the last channel, and I'd swap between channels that way. So I was never watching commercials. Sometimes though you got unlucky, and then you'd have to watch commercials because both of them would be on commercial at the same time. That would happen sometimes. But in general, always watching something. Maximizing my time as a kid. Yeah, return/last button. 1, 2. That's so funny. That button has saved a lot of kids, I already know, in their childhood. There were some crazy commercials that would play on like Comedy Central after hours. You know what I'm talking about. I remember at a friend's house, he was just watching these commercials like, whoa, this is crazy. We must have been like 8 or 9 years old. I was like, I was kind of blown away. I'm gonna stop talking about this. But you know what I'm talking about. If you were born in the early 90s, you probably know what I'm talking about. 1 and 2, 3, 4. One, 2. RJ, you know. I wonder if there's an equivalent in the UK. 1, 2. One and 2, 3. See, I wanted to practice the rest of that string. We got cut off though. Ah well. One and 2, 3, 4. Can't wait for some custom difficulties on PC too. Like I want to have Elder with double the balance. Or like double or like triple the balance. But then when you do the retribution, it does like way more damage. That'd be so sick. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. Agatoki, you remember those commercials. 1 and 2. Also, there were so many infomercials that I vividly remember. Holy hell, the infomercials. I remember watching Magic Bullet commercials at like 2 a.m. after there were no programs left. I would watch the hell out of... Was it Magic Bullet or NutriBullet? I think it was Magic Bullet. And it was like this infomercial where some guy's just making stuff in his Magic Bullet downstairs, and he's in like a house with infinite people. People keep coming down the stairs. It's always like a new character. And then he would show them a new recipe. There were a lot of classic infomercials, man. What were the other ones? Oh, I gotta look these up on YouTube. with statues, if you include the shipping for 8, it goes 9k, but one statue would be around 1,500 to 2 grand plus shipping for a quarter scale. Wow. Yeah, that's expensive. That's really expensive. But if it's your hobby, I mean, it sounds expensive to me, but that could be a good value if you're in the hobby, I guess. Like when I think of like my car hobby, when I was deep in the car community, like 2018, 19, 20, 21, you know, I spent hella money on mods, man. Like, dude, air suspension is very expensive. A lot of wheels are super expensive, like crazy expensive, especially 3-piece wheels. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I get spending money on your hobby. If it makes you happy, I support it. I know inevitably I'm gonna get back into cars, like, hardcore. And I'm gonna wish I still had some of my old sets of wheels. Hey, Roke, what's up, man? Good to see you. Can't stay for long, just a quick hi. I appreciate that. Funny, I was just talking about car stuff. Fushigi, is that an old infomercial? I don't know what that is. 1 and 2, 3, 4. We've seen a good chunk of phase 1 already. I think I'm going to start doing some damage. Alright. Just attacking him a little bit. He's already doing a new unblockable. And 4, 5, and 6. I hope the modding interest is high enough so we get a lot of script mods and all. Yeah, same. 1, 2. I wonder how hard it is. How hard is it actually to mod in some stuff like custom difficulties? One, 2. By the way, as you can see there, if you look at my inputs, I was just holding down L1 after the dodge. That one is kind of... The parry is built in. It's pretty free. And 3, 4. So that one goes 1, 2, delay, and 3 and 4. When it does the 4 string into repulse, I'll try to point it out next time it happens. But it goes 1, 2 pretty quick, and then small delay, 3 and 4. So rather 1 and 2 are closer than 3 and 4. These are all unblockable. You can't do anything about this. I love how it just stood there. One, 2. One and 2, 3 and 4. Hey Anchimon, thank you for tuning in. Have I played Last of Us yet? I played Last of Us in 2013 when it came out. I started playing through Last of Us Part 1, the remake, because it's on PS Plus. I don't know, I'm not enjoying it as much as the first time. It looks really pretty, but I don't know. I gotta go back and finish it. We're like halfway through it. And bang, bang, and 6. Nice. So you're at 1,000 hours and finally decided to get good? Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm not at 1,000 hours. I'm approaching 700. But yeah, I decided it's finally time to learn Elder because I'm gonna need to learn him for the walkthrough. Nice shield break. Oh, insta-kill. You always want to shoot the farther angels first. And the reason is, the projectiles will, you know, they're coming from the angel you destroy. So if you shoot the ones in the back first, you have the opportunity to then shoot the ones that are closer before those projectiles reach you. One, 2, and 3 and 4. As you can see, there's a slight delay between 3 and 4 there. One, Vanishing 6 again. 2 and 3. Delay and 4, 5 and 6. Nice. Learning some Unreal Engine soon. Maybe I can do them. Dude, that'd be amazing. Bittersweet. If you could make... If we could join forces and you could make some difficulty mods, that'd be insane. If no one else can do it, like if no one else does it, that'd be so cool. Oh my gosh, it just dawned on me. So I guess you do need like a copy of Unreal Engine to make mods? Is that how that works? So modders just have licenses? Aren't those really expensive? Or for all I know, I don't know. Maybe they're not that expensive. Hello, Neo Tengu. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Saturday. We're doing some Elder practice right now. And for anyone else just tuning in, I'm just practicing Elder for like at least like another hour. We're going to be doing this for the most of the day. And then I might do like a couple other bosses later, but it's going to be semi-short stream today. Maybe 3 hours or something. Honestly, I wasn't even going to stream today, but I decided, you know what? A short stream is better than no stream. Because I've just had a long day. I got up around 6, was doing some car detailing to make some extra money. And then I finished, finally finished cleaning my room after I finished unpacking. And so now we're in a decent spot. I'm pretty happy, feeling good. I even have leftover dinner to have later. Last night I got some Arby's sandwiches. Whenever Arby's has buy one, get one, I always go and get some Reubens or gyros or something. Their Reuben is really good. I'm a big fan of the Reuben. It has like a... I believe it's like Thousand Island dressing and like some wonderful onions or something on. I'm so ignorant. I should know exactly what's on a Reuben. But yeah, it's great. Highly recommend their Reuben sandwich. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, delay and 3. Nice. Wait, Unreal Engine is open source? Oh. If they use the basic version of UE, it's easy. Difficulty is blueprint based, and there's a tool that lets you edit them on UE4, so chances are this game will be easy to mod. Oh. That's good news. I'm so glad that it was not... That was not one of those kids who begged their parents to buy them a fushigi. Wait, what is that? I need to Google this. What is this? I don't remember that one. Maybe as soon as I see it, I'll remember it. Fushigi ball? What is this thing? It looks like a... Looks like a crystal ball that's going to tell your fortune. Magic gravity ball. Oh, I actually vaguely remember this. But it's not one of the ones I watched a lot of. Like, the magic bullet is definitely the one I remember the most. And then there was also those, like, pans to make different shaped cakes. 1, 2. I remember the Bowflex as well. Holy hell, the Bowflex was always on. That commercial never ended. Although I've never seen a Bowflex in real life, you know, I saw this commercial so much as a kid, this infomercial. I would think it was like in multiple households, but like all over the place, but I never had a friend who had a Bowflex. Or like their parents had a Bowflex. Like my 10-year-old friends wouldn't have Bowflexes, but that wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, as a kid, I always thought like, damn, this thing must be really popular. They can afford all these ads. You know, this arena is nice because Eve's sword just looks so cool here. It's all glistening and stuff. I tried to parry that for some reason. All right, what's going on? 1, vanishing 6 again. 2 and 3, delay and 4, 5. And 6. Okay, I'm doing quite well. You had a George Foreman grill? Ooh, I remember those as well. I never experienced George Foreman grill, but Of course, I remember the episode of The Office where Michael burns his foot on a George Foreman grill. And then Dwight has to go get him. He's like on speakerphone and he's like, someone please get me, I can't drive to work. And Dwight's like, I'll get him. No, not Dwight, anyone else. And that was a great episode. And The Office was so funny. It still is funny. It's crazy. The Office has had this crazy huge resurgence. Interestingly. It's like really popular now. Or again. I guess because it's just good background. You know, good background TV. Like if you just want to have something on. It's never obnoxious. There's no loud music besides the intro. All the dialogue is generally soft-spoken. For the most part. So it's like a generally good background noise kind of show. If you ask me, anything where the volume doesn't fluctuate too much, that's great background noise. Oh, okay, that's a one. Okay, wow, that's a new one. Wait, so he does a he does like a thrust and then unblockable? Interesting. 1, 2. I'm sure you can parry those. When he throws the 2 spears, I want to parry those. By the way, right there, when he stuck his spear into the ground, and there was the AoE, if you're close to him, it will hit you, but you can still dodge it. 1, vanishing 6, 2 and 3, delay and 4, 5, and 6. I was slightly early on 4 and 6. A little early. What exactly do you mean by difficulty mods? Do you mean like for bosses or for the general game? So my idea of a new game plus, or like my idea of a hard plus mode. All right, let me talk about this. Here's my idea for different difficulties. I want a difficulty where you can only perfect parry. So as you know, in this game, you have regular parries. I'm trying to do them. So it's kind of hard to do them sometimes if you already know the timing. But you know, there's the regular parry where you don't lower their balance. That regular parry, I want that disabled. So a difficulty mode where it's only perfect parries, and then also where balance is bigger, like enemies have longer balance bars, but they take more damage upon doing a retribution on. So it'd be like altering balance values, damage values for retributions, and somehow removing the regular parry and making it only perfect parry. That'd be a really fun difficulty mode in my opinion. I would just call it hard plus mode. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dodge and dodge. Nice. 1, 2, and 3. Delay and 4, 5. Early again. Maybe don't count. I'm messing myself up because I'm counting it. Or not counting, but I'm saying like delay and... It's not really that necessary. I think I'm good if I just look for when he reappears. Yeah. One, 2. Alright. Mods about disabling things or changing some math values sounds relatively easy. Well, I hope it is. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. That felt better. That felt better. 1 and 2, 3 and... After 3, there's a 4th hit. It's pretty much right after. You can just go bang bang. Still want a boss randomizer. Instead of the tutorial boss, you get UN. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. One, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. By the way, if this seems monotonous, it is kind of monotonous. But you know, you gotta practice to... if you want to improve. Practice, just hard work and practice beats out talent any day of the week. And I'm like a shining example of that. I mean, I'm not talented, but I've played this game a lot, so, you know, I think we've gotten pretty good. I'm happy with some of the accomplishments we've had. And the challenge runs and stuff. Nice. Stay close. Actually, maybe I should... Let me see. What if I just run away? Oh no, he'll track you. He'll kind of track you. Just practice until you become talented. Life hack. Like Taki would just kill Raven from there and celebrate with roll credits. The bad ending. That sounds like such a Nier Automata thing to do. I was a bit late on that one. 1, 2. One, 2. I think we start looking at phase 2. Two, 3, 4. Alright, I think we go to phase 2 now. Should be right there. Alright, phase 2 learning time. We're at an hour 16. He's opening up with the wall. What's this wall about anyway? Those look unblockable. One, vanishing 6 again, so even in phase 2 he'll bust out some of the old strings. And 6. But does it change? No, it does not. It's the same. Sometimes strings will change based on phase 1 or 2. That is just the Crucible Knight attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repulse. Okay, that's this. One. Whoa, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, that's a 7 string. Okay. 1. That's a great one to learn. Let's learn that. 7 string, okay. Black Myth Wukong, like player count on Steam. Oh, I wonder if this game will have similar numbers to Black Myth Wukong. I doubt it. I think I learned after the fact, but that game was apparently very hyped up for like a long time. Apparently there was like a really long wait for that game. He always starts phase 2 with the wall. I just run along the outer edge. Too many projectiles to dodge. And the wall is always followed by the dive AoE. I feel that it really brings the game to an end by reminding the player of the beginning. Yeah, I like the way they reuse, like some of the reprisals of songs is very cool. Nice. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cool. I feel like we got that one. The 6 string feels pretty good. 1, and 2, 3, 4. That string is also identical to phase 1, so that has not changed. Oh, wow, pretty big circle actually on that AoE, so you either run away or dodge the second AoE. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, I need to block that one first and just listen to the string. Listen to the string itself. The first 3 hits are fast. I saw that. The first 3 hits are fast, then there's some delays. 1. This is the vanishing 6, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6. No, hold on, wait. I'm using this grenade because I don't want I don't want the retribution to spoil my practice on the next string that he does. 1, 2. Oh, he has... Okay. Alright, so first variation right there. As you can see, normally after those spears that he throws at you, the projectile spears, if you dodge and hold down L1, you get a free parry on the follow-up kind of lunge. However, he didn't do the follow-up lunge this time. Instead, he did something else. So that's different. That's a phase 2 exclusive. 1, dodge. I feel, Stellar Blade was also announced very early. I agree with Bliss. Strong that it will match Black Myth Wukong. The story of Wukong is deeply beloved and the first real AAA attempt. Lots of hype for it in China. And also, that's true. China, as well as an enormous audience. So, you know, if the entire country of China is backing this game on PC, you know, that's a huge market right there. It would be nice if Stellar Blade got more love, though. Yeah, seriously, it deserves more love. I should parry the spears for cool points in your walkthrough. I've been trying to. I haven't gotten it yet, actually. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to. Let me try again next time. He does it. 1, 2, 3. This is the 7 string. 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, that one's gonna be a lot to learn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. And dodge. One, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna clip that actually. I should start clipping these just so I can rewatch them. Like, if you watch a string enough times, you're gonna learn it. You're gonna learn the timing. 1, 2. Damn, I'm trying to parry that. It's hard. 1. Dodge. Okay, when he does that, it's actually a pretty quick follow-up. Not much delay there. That's just the Crucible Knight attack, where he flies into you. A fly-through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to check out Tides of Annihilation 2, also made from a Chinese dev team. Main inspiration for that game is just Great Britain and Elden Ring. Interesting. I actually did email the Tides people for a review copy. I doubt they'll reply to me. It's sad how people think the game is not good just because Eve. Her design. I mean, whatever. Those people weren't going to buy it anyway. There's just such a controversy if you ask me. One. Bang, bang, and bang, bang. 6. Okay. Damn. Let's heal up. 1, 2, and 3, 4. I'll also clip that. That's a 4-string into repulse, into blink. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll clip that as well. Clip all these. Yeah, Tides looks really pretty. I don't know how the gameplay's gonna be, but I mean, it looks really pretty. Just graphically, I mean. I'll try to show you my ways rope. I'll do my best. 1. Dodge. As you can see, very quick follow-up on that. Damn, I can't parry those. I tried, I really did. And you know what's crazy? This is the 7 string. Next time he does the 7 string, I want to just block the entire thing. Just because I really want to hear. I really want to hear when the hits are. All right. Elder. 1. This is just the 4 string. Whatever. Hello? Took a little break there. What does this guy get paid by the hour? What the hell? It's so rare when stuff like that happens. I've seen UN do it before too. That was so funny for no reason. 1. Oh my gosh, he's doing the string again. That was really funny actually. Bang, bang, and bang. Seven string? Or spears. Alright, he's doing this. Oh my gosh, I'm at the wall. I didn't realize I was at the wall. Dude, because this map is like infinite Azure in Tekken 7. So it's kind of just... It looks infinite, but it's not infinite. There are walls to it. Oh, whoops, my bad. I'm always so early when he does that fly through. I am not reacting correctly. 1, 2. Dude, let me check something. Hold on. Those things are definitely not unblockable, correct? Let me just look at them real quick. Here it is. 1, 2, back up. Yeah, there's no sign that it's unblockable. I'll check one more time, because otherwise you would see the yellow circles. Okay, yeah, so for sure we should be able to parry those. I think. However, is it because there's 2 of them? Because if you didn't know, in this game you cannot parry multiple projectiles at once. Which this doesn't happen very often, but like, or attacks for that matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This doesn't happen very often, but theoretically, if 2 enemies were to hit you at the exact same time and you press parry, you would parry one of them, but then you would still get hit by the other one as you're parrying. It's not like you don't have iframes during a parry. This is unlike Sekiro. In Sekiro, if like, for example, like multiple gunshots or multiple like shuriken get thrown at you at the same time, and you press parry, you kind of just like parry both of them. But that does not work in this game. And so maybe because it's 2 spears, you actually can't parry them. I don't know. Don't worry, Elder was just thinking about what to have for dinner. A controversy indeed. I think Stellar will do very well on PC. I mean, I think that if a game is good, people will play it. As someone that does not want to spend $600, Stellar Blade on PC will be worth it in my opinion, especially in this economy. You can definitely parry them. Okay, well, now I'm determined. You can actually sell your PS5. Yeah, I could sell my PS5 as well, but I don't know. I wouldn't get that much money for it. I have a base model, a base model fat PS5. I'd rather just... I don't know, I'd rather just mod it or something if I was done with it. But there's still stuff I can play on it, like, like my Demon Souls remake. I'll always want to have access to that, so it's nice to have a PS5. Lots of I mean, also for Bloodborne. Yeah, there's like stuff to play on it for sure that it makes sense to keep it. One, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one feels to me like 4, 5, 6, 7. It feels like a consistent string. 1, 2, 3 is pretty quick. So like 1, 2, 3 is quicker. It goes like 1, 2, 3. And then after the little delay, it goes like 1, 2, 3, delay. 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what it's like? It's really like, it's like one of those Raven strings where she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, unblockable. And then she like jumps at you. It's kind of like that one. What's up, Wake? Good to see you, man. Happy Saturday. How's it going? How's your weekend going? Also, Infamous Second Son doesn't have a PC port yet after all these years too. So just keeping your PS5 until further notice. I'm gonna keep it just because it's a little sentimental to me. I mean, it's very sentimental actually. It's, you know, me and my girlfriend have played just so my fiance. Me and my fiance have just played so many games together, you know. So just for that reason, I like my PS5. But I definitely am not going to be using it very much once this game is on PC. And actually, you know what's nice about that? Maybe damn it, I have not gotten that once. Maybe I will use my PS5 more for a very, like, in a very casual way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the thing is, if I stream for 8 hours on my PS5... Dude, how do I parry that? If I stream for 8 hours on my PS5, I don't want to then jump on my PS5, you know? But if I'm streaming on just PC, and then I have PS5 separate as its own separate thing that I can associate with, like, relaxing, I might actually end up playing more stuff on it. I could see that happening, especially if I, like, move it to a different TV or something. Because I'm not going to need it in my bedroom, you know, like, next to my PC anymore. Unless I am playing something like a Demon's Souls, a Bloodborne, whatever. Anyway, that's way down the line. You know what I will be playing though on PS5? Because I've already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the PS5 version of Night Rain. So, looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to playing with you guys. Anyone who's trying to do some co-op in Night Rain, I'll be down. One. Dodge. Hello, Titan TV man. How's it going, George? Happy Saturday. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. About to eat something? Hell yeah, what are you having? I'm gonna have some leftover Arby's later. I'm gonna have a Reuben sandwich. Just some... Oh man, it sucks because I know you could just go to like the Cat's Deli and have a bomb-ass Reuben. I would love to just like, you know how there's Uber Eats? We need like extreme Uber Eats. Like, I want to drop ship food from New York City to my house within an hour. We need the technology for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And dodge. Here's the blink. Dodge. Nice. GTA 6 maybe too. Tides of Annihilation, Phantom Blade Zero, Covenant. Oh my gosh, Phantom Blade Zero has really cool music. I want to play that game too. I saw like a gameplay trailer. There was like a boss fight and had like, there's like metal playing in the background. It was sick. Covenant, what is that? But we got Sephiroth and Eve in the background if you're just tuning in. This is my giant 180 centimeter Eve and my gianter 195 centimeter Sephiroth. It's completely insane. I promise they do have their heads. It's funny because they just look like the parents from Cow and Chicken right here. It's like mom and dad. You just can't see their heads. GTA 6 maybe as well. I'll have to play GTA 6 because it's like a Florida game. And as a native Floridian, I'll probably appreciate just running through like Miami and stuff. Covenant is first person, but the art style is amazing. Hello, Mark. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Saturday, man. What are you doing up so late, my man? Holy hell, it's late in the Netherlands. 1. Dodge. You know what's funny, Wake? It's funny you say that because Sephiroth has low-key scared me a little bit as well. Because where I had him is just like down the hall. And sometimes I'll just be like late at night, I'll just be getting water and I'll like forget he's there and I just see him in the corner of my eye, like in my periphery vision. I'm like, shit, you know, I'll jump like just for a second, then I realize, oh, hold on. That's mine. Okay, that's my Sephiroth. It is. He's actually very intimidating at night. It's very intimidating. Playing Wilds with a buddy? Hell yeah. Easter weekend? Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot already. We were just talking about how it's Easter. I was unaware until I started streaming, and then someone mentioned it. But that's cool. You guys have Easter in Netherlands? Interesting. That sounds so ignorant. Of course you guys have Easter. I'm sure there's plenty of Christian/Catholic people there, I guess. I have not gotten that dodge once. You know, I just realized, holy hell, it's Easter? If it's Easter, I'm going to be looking for deals. I should see if there's anything useful that I need that's on sale for Easter. One, and dodge. Whoa, what? He's doing this. Yeah, like, see right there? It's almost inescapable. You never really want to shoot the angels if they're right above you. Just imagine Sephiroth choir chanting as you get a midnight sack. You know what's so funny that you say that, Blankets? When me and my fiance were packing Eve and Sephiroth together, we were listening to every version of One Winged Angel. Every single one. All of them. My favorite is still Advent Children. But I could just be biased because I watched that movie so much growing up. It'd be that one and then the original, and then I like the remake one as well. But I think for me it's Advent Children and the original, personally. And then, actually the remake one... What's interesting about the remake One Winged Angel theme is that the arrangement is just so different. It's almost like I just don't know what to expect sometimes. I haven't heard it enough times. But it's really good. While then you have like the Kingdom Hearts ones. The Kingdom Hearts themes, the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 theme, they're like a more like shortened version, so that's cool because it's a little different, but at least you know what to expect if you've heard the original many times. It kind of just skips a little bit. But with the remake, it's like they just did whatever. The arrangement is really interesting on it. But yeah, if you could imagine, I was just packing Sephiroth with his anthem playing. That was a good time. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. That 7 string is going to be the death of me. Mark, welcome back to Stellar Supporter. Thank you for the channel membership, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you to our other channel members who are in chat right now. What icon do you have now, Mark? Hold on. How many months is that? I have not dodged that once. Oh, you have the Stalker. Hell yeah. I'm surprised you don't have Taki yet. I feel like it's been that long, but maybe not. I don't know. Bang, bang, and 6. I can just imagine unpacking Sephiroth and seeing him say, "Mother, I've come to see you." That's funny. By the way, that 6 string is also fast, and that's at phase 2 only. In fact, that might be only towards the end of the fight. Perfect. Okay, we got the 7 string on video. Let me watch it a few times. Holy hell, we don't get to practice that one too much. So here's what I'm going to do. I just recorded the last 30 seconds. And I'm going to go in and record right here. This is when it starts. Start there. Preview it. 1, 2, 3. Damn, it's so fast. Oh, that's the fast 6 string. Oh, that's I'm glad I got that on video too. 1, 2, 3. Look at how fast the first 3 hits are. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what that's like? You know what that's like? That's like the Taki string where she spins in a circle. That's also 1, 2. Well, the third hit is a little bit slower, so I guess not exactly. But Taki has a string where she spins around and she goes 1, 2, 3. And then there's more stuff after that. But here it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And then 1, 2, 3. Delay and 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Looks like 5 and 6 are together as well, pretty much right next to each other. 4, 5, 6. Tiny delay between 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3. Delay and 4 and 5, 6. How am I gonna count this? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one is gonna be hard, but we can learn it. And then here's the other one, the 7 string. 1, 2, 3. Actually, a little bit of a delay there. Damn, I could actually make 2 clips out of this. Let's do that. Let's make 2 clips out of this. Alright, so right there, where it ends, I guess. End here. And then I'll save it as a new one. And then I'll go in and use the previous clip. Edit it again. And then trim the second red string, which is like right here. That's where it starts. That's good. And then I'll replace the original because now we're good. Alright, hell yeah. We're going to do some learning here. So here's the 7 string. Let's watch it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Delay and 4. Not delay and... Let's try just delay. 1, 2, 3. And 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is tough. 1, 2, 3. And 4, 5, 6, 7. No, yeah, that feels consistent, the timing. That feels consistent. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Watch it a couple more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see if we can get him to do them. Let's see if he'll do them. The DMC show on Netflix is really cool. Some of the choices they made bothered you a lot. I might watch it. I don't know. I'm probably not going to, but I might. Maybe after I finish the Red Sox documentary that I've been watching, which is also on Netflix. 1, 2. How am I going to parry those spears? The timing on that is crazy. I haven't gotten a successful parry yet. And I've tried many times. 1, 2, 3. Damn. He was at 1 balance left. Unfortunate. Finally, we got the first... That's the first time I dodged that. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. Dodge. Nice. Vanishing 6 now? Like that's like his favorite string to open the entire fight with. He's doing it this late. That's crazy. I can't get the parry on those. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. 3 or 4 or 5. There it was. That's the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna hit that string soon. I can feel it. I'm gonna hit it soon. 1. I'm gonna block this. I don't want to waste his balance. Love Dante's design. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7 string. That hit me? Wait, that actually hurts you? The water? Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess I've never been close enough for that to actually hurt me. 1 and 2, 3, 4. That's the first time the water hit me. It's just his little splash. One, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1 and dodge. Dodge. I was late. I was a little bit late there. Hey, Oni Jack, thank you for tuning in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. Never seen this fight. Is this the other end boss? Yeah, this is the other final boss besides Providence. That's crazy. You've only played through the game once? Yeah, it's the other boss. I'm not going to spoil what's actually happening. I'm not going to spoil the context of the boss, but you should play through the game again. Maybe when the PC version comes out if you're interested. And no one spoil what's happening, please. Like the context of this boss fight. Have you heard the song from the DMC? From DMC by Evanescence? Evanescence made a song for the DMC anime? That's kind of crazy. I had no idea. At this point, I'm waiting for the Steam release. Nice. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I can't even get a regular parry on that one. On the spears, when it does the 2 spears, I don't know that I can actually parry them. Is it possible that maybe you used to be able to parry it? I doubt it. That wouldn't make any sense. Because it's been consistent since the demo where you can't parry multiple projectiles at once. But, I don't know. Rogue said it's parryable. He's doing this. He turned into a wall. Damn, we have so much health on story mode. That's crazy. Alright, let's start parrying some stuff so my exospine can heal me. One, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. After 4, there's a tiny delay. The thing is that string, like, it catches me so off guard because the first 3 hits are incredibly fast. Especially the first 2. The first 2 hits are blisteringly fast. 1, 2. I cannot get a parry on those 2 spears. 1 and bang. Bang, bang, and bang. I may have to eat my words on that parry thing. I could have sworn, but then I started doubting yourself, and you couldn't find any footage of it to confirm. Well, if Ongbal doesn't do it in his video, then it might not be doable. But I haven't watched his video since the demo. One, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. Wait. Dodge. Oh, we did dodge them? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. Okay, here we go. 4 and 5, 6. No, I almost got it. I choked. That was my chance to finally get that 6 string. I finally saw it coming. I could actually tell when it was happening. I finally noticed the opening. Okay, well that's progress though. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, that's the other one. That's those 2 strings, that 7 string and then the really fast 6. Those are like the defining strings of phase 2 because he doesn't do that in phase 1. So once you get those down, everything else is not as bad, and I think. One, 2. I just, yeah, I don't think it's doable, man. I think it's because they are simultaneous projectiles. I think if it was just one, or if even they were staggered, you could do it for sure. It doesn't seem doable. Granted, in a walkthrough, I would recommend dodging them anyway. You know why? Because you get a free parry afterwards. It's like, it's guaranteed. Oh damn, those things. Alright. The spears, the little orbs were going crazy. They kind of submerge themselves and then explode. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe you can parry the single spears still. Let me see if there's a single spear you can parry. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Almost got it again. Almost. Almost, but no cigar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then repulse. Followed by blink. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Nice. Damn, it's 7. Hold on. One sec, hold on. Sorry, I apologize. I gotta check baseball stuff. I forgot who's starting tonight. Oh my gosh, what? Wait a minute, I thought the game started at 7. It's about to end. Well, we're winning, that's cool. Who started? I feel bad, I missed the whole game. It's fine, I'll watch it later anyway. I love watching my reruns. Who started? For the Yankees. Oh, Carlos Carrasco, okay. Damn, Phillies Marlins didn't go to extras, but the score was 11-10. I'm gonna have to watch that game as well. The Marlins have been so fun to watch this season. I've actually been watching all their replays. Usually I only watch them sometimes. You know, obviously I like to go to their games in person, but like actually catching up on the replays, I don't always do that. But this season they've been fun to watch. Tomorrow's the 20th. Do we have baseball tomorrow? We do, versus the Jays. No probable pitchers announced yet? Okay. Come on, Devin Williams, you got this. Please have this. I'm gonna watch that later. Do you think that since Lily modded the drone, she was just watching the Eve fight Elder with popcorn? That's a great question. I guess so. However, in her... I guess if she's just like sitting around in Providence, can she even see the drone from there? I don't know. Wait, no, wait. Elder blew up Providence. Providence is gone. So she would have no way to watch the drone footage unless she like ran back to the tetrapod, I guess. I don't think so. I think she's just hanging out. I think as soon as Eve got teleported to this arena, Eve realized, or Lily realized, oh my god, I'm a side character. That was her defining moment. Or her revelatory moment. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm not the main character. I don't even get to watch the fight. Like, they're fighting too fast for me to even comprehend. Knicks have been doing pretty good. Yeah, no, they had an insane start. Our starting pitching is pretty sketchy. But, like, I mean, Rodon had a great start yesterday. If you watched his start yesterday, like, he was just legit the entire game. A few more walks than I like, but, you know, he regained his composure. I was very proud of him. Because his previous start was kind of good until it wasn't. But yesterday's start made me happy to watch. It was good. I need Jazz to pick it up though. I need Jazz to lock in a little bit more. He's been swinging out of his shoes like all the time. It's kind of annoying. He's almost like, it feels like I'm watching Stanton during the regular season, because last year Stanton was just a ground ball machine. He ground balled into double plays so often last season. It feels like I'm watching that with Jazz. I would love to see him just slap more singles instead of always trying to drive the ball. But you know, I'm still happy with him. His defense has been really good. I know he'll come around. He'll come around. I have faith in Jazz. From watching him play on the Marlins for years, I have faith in him. He's way happier on the Yankees, so there's more potential there. You know who's been amazing to watch is Paul Goldschmidt. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with that man. He has been a joy. He always hustles to first base, always full effort, not afraid to slap singles. His average is out of control. Guy's been having a monster start. And he looks good shaven. So I guess those would be my biggest man crushes would be of this season. Max Fried and Paul Goldschmidt. Oh my goodness, they've been awesome to watch. Also, everything Cody Bellinger does is hilarious. The guy always looks high. I love him. But he also could do a little bit better. He's got a lock in as well. You know what's crazy with the Yankees this season is that two of them have gotten food poisoning. I can't remember the last time one of them got food poisoning. But Cody Bellinger had food poisoning off of some chicken wings. And then Austin Wells is also out on food poisoning right now. I wonder what he ate. It's crazy. 1. Anyway, back to Stellar Blade. 2 and 3. 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. Damn it, I delayed too much. After 4, it's not that big of a delay. I assume she's watching from somewhere, but who knows? I don't think Lily's in on the action here. It's weird to think about how Elder's domain expansion must work, since we jump from sci-fi to being sci-fi fantasy. Yeah, it's definitely something special, I guess. It's really the only time that the game does something like that, I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. In my opinion, that makes it even more clear that this is not the true ending. This is not canon at all. Because everything else is grounded in this game's realism. I mean, like, if you immerse yourself in the world, everything makes sense. The teleporting here doesn't make any sense. Like, how are we here right now? I guess he's the Elder, he can do whatever he wants, but I mean, just look at this place. Is it just like, are we in his psyche right now? Did he like, are we fighting in his head? He's that powerful, he can just, you know, make us believe we're here. That one is unblockable. I can't parry that spear. 1 and dodge. That was way early. Judge is kind of your goat, not gonna lie. I mean, how can you not love Judge? He's the best. Captain of the Team USA. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Barely messed up 5 and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Unblockable. Unblockable. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5. But yeah, I always love watching Judgy. He's the only jersey I have. I mean, I had a Jeter jersey as well when I was younger. I don't know what happened to it. My parents probably gave it away. I have no idea. One and 2, 3, 4. Nice. That's the voice of Cloud, right? Wait, what? Kazan is some of the best bosses I've ever seen. Oh. Oh, Ben Starr. That is... No, that's not Cloud. Cloud is another guy. Ben Starr was the voice of Final Fantasy 16 Clive Rosfield. If you've ever watched Pretty Little Liars, the voice actor for Cloud actually has... He makes some appearances. For like just a short stint. But not, he's not like in the whole entire show, but yeah. I forget the guy's name. I like his voice actor though. I like Cloud. Must be a hallucination. I guess it's something like that. Maybe we... There's no explanation for it as far as I know. Apparently Shift Up's next game will be something like Genshin Impact. Wait, what? Are you talking about the Witches IP? I know that they're working on something called Witches. Or like Project Witches, rather. Holy hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. No, I messed up the last hit. I almost got it. I just want to get that once to feel satisfied with my practice today. By the way, another thing. You cannot learn a boss in one day. I mean, I guess you can if you're really talented. Maybe some of you guys can. I can't. In my opinion, it's really, really valuable to take a break after you've done some studying. Because I'm not even kidding. Like, just let your brain gestate all this info that you're taking in. Tomorrow, when you come back, without doing anything else, just practice for like a little bit and then come back the next day, you will find the parry timings easier. You will find the dodge timings easier. That's just like how your brain works. It's amazing. So we're kind of laying the foundation right now. I'm doing this is valuable practice. And then when I come back next time, we'll practice Elder some more and it's going to be better. That was way early. I only got away with that because I have reflex boost on. And if you don't know what that is, reflex boost is this. I have reflex boost on. So otherwise, I would not have gotten that dodge. Oh, wait, did I tell you? 1 and 2, 3, 4. I'm going to a Yankees game in August. I already bought my tickets. The seats are insane. And they were only like $80 something. They're like right behind first base. I'm really hyped. I'm like right there. Like, I'll be able to see the players if they step to the top of the dugout. I'm very hyped. I gotta make a road trip one of these days. Well, I guess it's not happening anymore because they're playing in Tampa right now, but I would like to go see them when they're playing in Tampa as well. That 7 string is just kicking my ass. I'm not gonna get that right now. 1, 2. That was the 6 string, and unfortunately his balance was about to... It ran out. Have you been looking into Pacific Drive? I downloaded it, I installed it, I checked out the screenshot. It looks really cool, actually, but I'm gonna play it maybe tomorrow. It'll be my first time playing it. Yeah, Project Witches. It should come out. It should be mobile too, so I'm not really that excited for it. It's gonna be mobile also. Take care, Rogue. Have a good night, man. 2:30 a.m. Thank you for hanging out that long. P.S. Dodge the Spheres. Thank you for that. Hope you get some good rest. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, if it's like a mobile game, probably nothing there for me. But I hope that the people who are into that enjoy it. Off to bed. Good night. Take care, Matt Dean, as well. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hello, Tech Fan 101. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. I'm a sucker for Genshin. I don't play much anymore, but if Shift Up makes it, I'm on there. In fact, here, let me show you my my seats, Wake. Wait, let me show you my seats. I'm just gonna get rehyped. Yeah, I got these a couple weeks ago. Through SeatGeek, of course. It's not actually 80 bucks. It's because I had like 15% off through a coupon code. But here's my seats. You see that? Oh my gosh, can you see how close I am? Yeah, so it's pretty close. I'm excited about it. I love sitting either behind home, first, or third. I don't really like sitting in the outfield, personally. I have before, like, I'll do it, but I much prefer sitting... I'd rather be way high up behind home plate than really close up next to in the outfield somewhere. But I guess it depends on the park, too. Like, Depending on where the bullpens are, it could be fun to just watch the bullpen guys warming up. That could be cool. But at Marlins Park, it's not like that. So I don't really have a good view of the bullpen. But like some bullpens, like they're just out there on the field. I think the Jays is like that actually. Someone in the AL East is like that. It might be, it's either the Orioles or the Jays. I always confuse what their stadiums look like. But yeah, lots of ballparks I want to go to. I gotta see a game at PNC Park. I gotta go to Wrigley one day. These are just classic, awesome ballparks. I gotta go to a game in Boston as well. While it's still, it's like, I think it actually is. I think Fenway is the oldest park still standing. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. No, again, I messed up on 6. Damn it, we were that close. Anybody know a cool game I could play in the meantime while waiting for Night Rain? You could play Kazan again. Also, if anyone enjoyed playing the Dishonored series, you should check out Prey. Same guy who directed the first, and I think the second one. It's on sale for $3. That is a game I bought for $3 actually. I did buy that on sale. I bought Prey. Jealous and 15% off is actually insane. Not gonna lie, it's robbery. If you don't follow John Boy Media, they're always giving out SeatGeek coupons. And what's cool about SeatGeek, I'm not sponsored. I would love to be sponsored by SeatGeek, but on SeatGeek, if you just add a coupon code, it just stays in your account. So then if you buy if you buy tickets like 6 months later, whatever, you can then use that code. So as long as you enter it, you're good. But yeah, they always have at least 10% off, sometimes 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. That didn't go well. Let me get the 6 string. I want to get the fast 6 string at least once today. Once I get it once, I'll feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just getting obliterated by the 7 string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and dodge. And dodge. Nice. Cool. I'm practicing, by the way. I'm practicing the dodges instead of doing repulse and blink because I want to get the timing, like an accurate timing. Nice. We got all 3 dodges there. Good. 6 string. Do it. Do it. Do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speaking of baseball, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 3. Yeah, 5 and 6 are really close. Speaking of baseball, if you have Animal Crossing, there's some guy who created custom outfits for like every jersey. My fiance is really into Animal Crossing right now. And that game is actually really good. It's awesome. If you're into like just a really casual chill game. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6. Nice. 1, 2. Damn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 string? Nope. That was early. Hello, Marcin Jr. Final Fantasy VII Remake Series Rebirth Combat is peak action eye candy. I've been enjoying the bit that I've played so far. I'm gonna get back to Rebirth soon. We were streaming. Oh, hey, Obama Orb, thank you for tuning in. We were streaming Rebirth a little bit before I went on vacation. Now I'm back, but before I stream Rebirth again, I want to just figure out my dual PC streaming setup because I was having some issues with just performance on Rebirth, which is just wild because like I'll be running DLSS. I'm not running it at 4K. I'm running it at 1440p, and I should be able to run it fine. But yeah, just some weird, really weird, strange issues where basically the FPS cuts in half. And I've tried monitoring like my CPU, GPU, all that stuff. It looks normal when it happens. So it's really strange. I don't know what it is. Casual chill. My buddy said my trophy library looks like pain and suffering. And for $3, you are committing legal robbery. Yeah, shout out Steam. Oh, does Kazan have a New Game Plus? Yeah, Mark, do that. That should hold you over until Night Rain, I think. Actually, hold on. You know what, Mark? You know what game you might like? And anyone who likes games with parries, there's this game called Nine Souls. I was watching a friend of mine stream it the other day. If you've played Hollow Knight, it's a Metroidvania game like that. It's a lot like Hollow Knight, but it has parries. So the combat is parry based. And it looks really fun. I mean, I would probably play it. It's funny because like I haven't played Hollow Knight yet. I've had that sitting on my Switch for years. But yeah. Really like the OST for this fight. Yeah, the OST is sick, especially once we get to phase 2. It's awesome. Very epic. You know what's crazy? I can't remember a single glitch or frame drop in your playthrough on PS5. Yeah, that's because on PS5 you have dynamic resolution, which I can use on PC, although it doesn't seem like it works that well on PC. But they have the dynamic resolutions like really tuned for PS5. I'm trying to run it without dynamic res. Or like minimal dynamic res. And yeah. But I don't think that's what's causing the issues. It's always when I go into a new open area. Rather, like when I go back to calm, for example, it's just like the game explodes. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, are you serious? Do you see this? I saw the string happening and I couldn't commit to it because look at his balance. One, two. Not really into 2D games? Ah, okay. Interesting prejudice to have against 2D games. One, two. One and dodge. Nice. Dodge again. Nice. By the way, that last spear, it doesn't seem like you can dodge it. It's kind of weird. Nine Souls I've heard is amazing. It looks really cool. Like, just the parries gets me interested, of course. Anything that has parries is going to win over my heart. Like, dude, when I started Rebirth, and I realized, oh my gosh, they have parries now, I was like, whoa, this is sick. Which they added in Yuffie's DLC, but original remake didn't have parries like that, so it's just really awesome. I want to play more of it so badly. PC had over 100 potential configs. Oh yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, I love graphics options. Might go for a new game plus hard on Kazan to make your life more painful. Go for it. Sounds like fun. If you like the first playthrough, Mark, you're probably going to like the second playthrough even more. Hello, Catatonic Silent. Thank you for tuning in. Where can I get that dress? This outfit is one of the... This is one of the... I believe it's from doing the photo quests. I believe it's one of the photo quest ones. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when they added the selfie camera to the game, they added these little treasure hunts, and I have a video with a video guide on the all of them. So if you check out my patch 1.009 when they added it, I have a full guide on every location because you got to go through the game taking a bunch of pictures. And this is one of the outfits you get from that. But yeah, it's called 4 Seconds Black Denim, as you see there. One, two, three. Damn it. 4 and 5, 6. Okay, I get it now. 5, 6 is super fast. It's way faster than I realized. One. Vanishing 6. I'm gonna block this because I want to maintain his balance. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. I want to reset its balance right there. I remember it was an issue for Nier Automata 2 at the time. Even top-end PCs were having performance issues, where weaker consoles never had issues at all, purely because of more specific optimization. It's an advantage to console in general, but you know for a fact the 400 to 500 bucks you spend on it will get you pretty much every game for the next 10 years running without issue. Yeah, when they have one hardware configuration to tune for, it makes it much easier for the devs to, you know, make it run smoothly. There's just so many more variables on PC, and also Windows is a real prick sometimes. Windows is such an... Dude, I wish we could just go back to Windows 7. Not Windows 7, Windows XP, sorry. XP was marvelous. It was so lightweight. It's like these OSs now are just crazy. I believe that like Linux and Ubuntu have gotten much more popular just because like Windows keeps getting more loaded, you know? I already see myself needing more than 25 minutes in one go to beat the final boss. Wow, it's crazy. PC game is growing, so you will see it a lot less, but one thing a lot of games did was tie the physics to frame rate, which becomes a problem when you want to bring it to PC and you can set it to 120 FPS. Yeah, it's interesting because like Resident Evil games are a great example of that, where you put it on a higher frame rate and stuff is just different. I know that there's also some games where they just like break, like, I think, is it Dark Souls 1 where if you put it to a higher FPS, you just like can't climb ladders? It might be Dark Souls 1, but yeah, some games just have to be locked at a certain frame rate. Otherwise, things just don't work. It might be actually Dark Souls 1 that I'm thinking about. I hate Windows. I'd fully swap to Linux if it wasn't such a pain in the ass for gaming outside of Steam. Yeah, honestly, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I would try a different OS someday. I don't know. Not right now, but... I mean, I mostly only play Steam games, but there is stuff, you know, I like having access to on Windows. I'm gonna block this. Hello, Zimpan X, thank you for tuning in. XP also only had one control panel settings layout. After there are two different interfaces for the same thing, causing confusion. Yeah, it used to be so simple, and remember how good the search function used to be? On older variants of Windows, if you typed in the search bar, it found the files you were looking for. Now it's like suggesting Google results and stuff. It's like, just, that's not what I'm looking for, Bill Gates. Final boss took you like 19 minutes to take down. Most bosses like take down in 36 minutes. Wow, that's awesome. Must have been a lot of phases. That's cool. Talking about Souls, has anybody seen the new Lords of the Fallen update? It's really good. I try a new OS, but Windows is just familiar to me. Yeah, that's the thing. When you're, I mean, I don't know. We're young enough, we can learn any OS if we really want to. If I were like, if I were like 80 years old and I've used Windows my whole life, I don't think I'm going to be learning a new OS at that point. But you know, I'm 30. Speaking of Souls games, would anyone be interested in watching a playthrough of Dark Souls 3? I was talking about it last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. We finally got it. We finally got it. Awesome. I was thinking of doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 just because I haven't played it since it came out, and I only did one playthrough, and I barely remember any of it. For sure. Love Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I know it's like a fan favorite, and I just like have very little opinion on it. I don't remember much of it. I remember like 2 bosses, and that's it. I remember Dancer and Pontiff. Can't remember the final boss at all. So I think that's enough practice on Elder for today. That was a lot of fun. What should I do now? I could either... Let me know what you guys want me to do. Because I'm down to stream for a little bit longer, for like another hour or so. I'm going to make a quick poll. I'm going to make a quick poll. Here's something I could do. I could, number 1, I could finish the Kazan... Since we're talking about Kazan, I could finish the Kazan demo. Although I'd have to relearn how to play the game. Alright. How should we end the stream? Alright, practice... More bosses. Run through Eidos 7 for Hitless. Finish second half of Kazan demo. Alright, whatever you guys choose, I will do that thing. Steam Deck like Linux distros are probably your best bet as a beginner to make the switch. Yeah, because I know that the Steam Deck runs on Linux, which is really cool. Did you ever do the DLC for Dark Souls 3? No, I didn't. The only DLC in a Souls game I've done is Dark Souls 1. I never even did the DLC for DS2. You haven't played Dark Souls 3, so you're indifferent? Oh, okay. So it would be new for you, Wake. In my opinion, the bosses are better than Elden Rings. Oh, for Dark Souls 3? You must play DS3. I did play DS3. I played through it once. I just don't remember much of it. So I thought it'd be like, you don't understand. If I go back and play it, it will be borderline like a blind playthrough. I'm not kidding. I don't remember much of it at all. And it's not a game where I've rewatched a lot of it. Like Dark Souls 1, 2, Demon Souls, I've watched well, not that much Demon Souls. Mostly Dark Souls 1, 2, I've watched so many playthroughs, even kind of recently. I've watched a lot of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 playthroughs. Dark Souls 3, I don't think I've watched. I think I've watched like one playthrough, like one speedrun after the fact, but I really don't remember much of it. So it'd be like semi-blind. Like my experience playing through it the first time is not going to help me at all. I'm going to be learning all the bosses again, you know? Bro has only done the worst boss in Kazan. Dark Souls 3 DLC has great bosses. Broken Sword Run incoming. Oh, in a Souls game? Kazan demo peaks at the end. Requiem, let you think that Dark Souls 3 was the weakest one for you? Interesting. I mean, I'm in the same boat, actually. It would be the weakest one for me because it's the one I have the least opinion on, I guess. I mean, the least attachment to, the least playthroughs, the least time on it. Yeah. My order is still Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and then the rest of them. I remember seeing the cover for Dark Souls 3 when you were little and it looked badass. It's the guy like kneeling over, like holding something in a fist. It is pretty cool. Let's see, how are the votes doing? We've only got 9 votes. If anyone would like to, if you want your opinion to be heard, please vote on how you would like me to end the stream, because there's not that many votes, so like each vote does have a big impact on the percentage. Currently though, Kazan is winning at 44%. Then we have some Eidos 7 practice at 33%, and then it's just bosses 22%. So, and just like that, then we were tied, and now we're tied again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Demon Souls original or remake? Both of them together. I love both. When I think of Demon Souls, I think of the original, but I loved the remake. It was awesome. Hello, Sinut. Zhao An. Good morning to you over there in Taiwan. Be sure to download Blueprints for free. Oh, is it a free game? Wait, what the hell? Blue. Oh, cool. Wait, this is not a PS Plus game. This is like just a PS Plus extra game. I mean, it's not a essential game. It's an extra game. Let's check this out. Let's watch the trailer while you guys do your votes. What is this game about?
The architect.
Well, that's kind of loud.
An empty blueprint represents a world of possibilities.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew all of my right, title,
This looks like Telltale.
and interest in
The art style looks like
house
Telltale
and
games.
land which I own near Mount Holly.
But it's not Telltale. It's...
A world of dreams and doorways.
The above provision is contingent on discovering the location of the 46th room.
So it's like
of
a
my
puzzle game?
45 from the state.
I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Should my grandnephew fail, then this gift shall lapse.
Yeah, that's not like Blue Dragon at all. Yeah, it does look point and clicky. I thought of that a little bit too. We can check that out. May as well download it. Actually, I probably shouldn't be downloading this. Actually, no, I can download it. I'm only using upload speed for streaming. Little puzzle roguelike. But yeah, that is not like Blue Dragon at all, which is what I was thinking of in my head. I've only done Bloodborne and Elden Ring from FromSoft, but I think I'm going to do Sekiro very soon. You should. Strongly recommend. That game's amazing. Sekiro, Bloodborne, DS1, DS3, Elden Ring, DS2. Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro, DS3, Demon Souls, DS1, DS2. I wouldn't even put Sekiro in those lists though, because it's so different and it doesn't play like a Souls game. So I wouldn't even, I don't know. If I don't put Sekiro in the list, it's definitely Demon Souls and Demon Souls Remake, and then Dark Souls 1. And then probably, I don't know, I mean, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, I enjoyed those games a lot. I think I enjoyed Elden Ring more. Dark Souls 3 I just have so little opinion on, so I guess that would be at the bottom for me. So I'd probably go, and this could be recency bias because I haven't played DS2 in a while as well. So I'd probably go Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. That would be how I currently have them. Where is the Wolf Among Us 2? Wait, they didn't make the... Wait, did they leave Wolf Among Us on a cliffhanger? And then they never release a sequel? That's wild. Gotta do a Blue Dragon playthrough one day. Or the Xbox 360 culture, that'd be dope. I can understand not putting Sekiro in the list just for how different it is. I did Sekiro since it's from Software. Bloodborne and Elden Ring are Souls-likes, not Souls games. Wait, what? I mean, wait, what? There's too many semantics going on. But I mean, I would consider Elden Ring definitely a Souls game. I guess since it doesn't have Dark Souls in the name, I guess it's not, but I don't know. I'm not too familiar to like even be able to understand the semantics. My issue with Elden Ring is I overplayed it and all your memories of it now are just making the rounds, picking up stuff for new characters more than actually playing the game. I put Elden Ring above Bloodborne for me. Absolutely loved Elden Ring. Elden Ring isn't considered a Souls game. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm not that in the weeds where I would know about that. They released the trailer for it, but no word in a long time since Telltale went. Yeah, I know they like went bankrupt, which is unfortunate. They like got too big too fast. I played the Walking Dead Telltale games naturally, like when they came out. Those games were really popular. They were really fun. And then I played season 2, and then I think they made another season after that. I didn't play anything else after that though. I played the Walking Dead season 1 and 2, and I liked them. For the record, Elden Ring is 100% a Souls game in my opinion. It's just Dark Souls 3 with a jump button. A tragedy that neither Blue Dragon nor Lost Odyssey have never been remastered. Oh my gosh, Lost Odyssey is such a cool game. I was playing it at my friend's house. I was getting him into it. I brought it over and he started playing it because he has a Series X. So he was, you know, playing it natively on his console or like whatever. I think it's emulating it. And he was enjoying it, and I love the music in that game. Also, Nobuo Uematsu. So, you know, if you like Final Fantasy music, you're going to like Lost Odyssey's music. You also overplayed Elden Ring. Wouldn't touch it unless somebody really wants me to play with them. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to end the poll here. So most of you guys voted for 807. So sorry, Kazan. Maybe at some point soon in the future. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a tiny short stream tomorrow and just finish the Kazan demo. Because I wasn't going to stream tomorrow, but like I'll do like an hour stream, whatever. All right, so this is a new timestamp. We're at 2:30. So we chat. And then 2:30, 807. Okay. We are now going to get back into Hitless practice. We're just going to do 807. Maybe I'll do it like 2 or 3 times. I'll probably do it twice.
최종 브리핑 전달합니다. 현 시간부로 제7 강화 부대는 제3지구를 점령 중인 알파 네이티브들을 섬멸하고
I didn't play the last season. It was a Michonne game, I think. I'd love to try Elden Ring with the seamless co-op mod sometime. Start to finish with a friend who has never played it. That sounds like fun. That's basically what me and Mark did. We did co-op for the entirety of Bloodborne. I did like 1 area by myself. Wouldn't play it by yourself again. Not until you randomly decide to replay all the FromSoft games in like 5 years. I mean, you can definitely get burnt out. I get it. I totally get it. I empathize with getting burnt out on games. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I would have no regrets about it, because if you're enjoying something, just continue enjoying it and enjoy it a lot while you can. Because, you know, that feeling is always fleeting. Like, we played a lot of Stellar Blade this past year because I've been enjoying it a lot. And I also just am enjoying streaming a lot. That's the other thing. I've been having a lot of fun streaming, so I'm going to keep streaming a lot while it's as fun as it is. But you guys have my commitment for at least another 2 years. I promise. That's my commitment. Granted, my schedule could change. You know, I love the 3 days a week. We've been doing that. But in case I ever have to start working more like at my real life job, I would have to go down to 2 days a week. And, you know, we'll just rock that for a while. We'll see. It could fluctuate. I don't know. But I'll always be here for at least another 2 years. I'm taking this whole streaming YouTube thing fairly seriously. You know, I'm committing a lot of time to it. And if you're going to commit to something, you should do it for a while, just to make sure you're actually, like, if you're going to try something, try it for a while. Maybe not 3 years like I arbitrarily decided. I just thought that's, like, a good amount of time to decide, like, okay, can we build a community? Because, you know, like, a few months is no time at all. You can't, that's, like, not indicative if you could build a community on YouTube. A year gives you an idea, like, oh, by the way, oh my gosh, I forgot. Thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. We hit it earlier today. So, yeah, thank you for that. 3,000 subbies. We actually had it the other day, and then I lost like 3 subscribers. I don't know. I guess I was just getting trolled. But then it went under 3K again, but now we're back. So thank you again for 3,000 subs. I should make a post saying thank you. Whew, that was close. We almost got hit on the side there by Taki's Beholder. Lords of the Fallen is a Souls-like that has seamless co-op with cross-progression. It's really good. The DLC for Elden Ring was a masterpiece. Yeah, gotta plant seeds to grow a tree. Yeah, 3K, let's go. Thank you again. Yeah, 100%. It's just how I play stuff. I guess Kingdom Hearts and Xenoblade, for example, hadn't played either for years and recently played through them all again. It was long enough that it feels new again. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of games I could go back to that I would get that feeling. Like, for example, if I ran through Jak 2 and 3, that would be marvelous. Just to re-experience the story. Man, those games have such great stories. If you've never played the Jak and Daxter games, Jak 1 doesn't really have a story. Jak 2 and 3, great stories. Great stories. I would like you to beat Dark Souls 3 and the Nameless King before you see him in Night Rain. Is that a DLC boss, though? Or is that like a main game boss? Lords of the Fallen is something I've heard very mixed opinions on, to the point I'm not even sure what the consensus is on it. I don't know. Can't say. Oh, it is base game. Just kind of hidden. I probably fought him then. But this was, again, years ago. I don't even... When did Dark Souls 3 come out? Was it like 2015, 16? Alright, brute time. 1. 1. Nice. 1 and 2. Unblockable. Yep, there it is. Three string. 1, 2, and 3. Well, we took a hit. That's our first hit. 1. 1 and 2. Hello, Jackson. Good evening to you. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Saturday. Why not Silent Hill 2 Remake? Wait, what? Hold on, let me reread chat real quick. It took 2 years to fix the game like No Man's Sky. It's amazing now. That's cool. It was 2016. Okay, cool. Lords of the Fallen is having big player numbers now since they did so much for the community. That's cool. Good for them. Big comeback, huh? But Silent Hill 2, I did play through Silent Hill 2 Remake. We did a full playthrough on stream. That was during October when it came out. I did it on release day. That game was awesome. That's coming from, I was a big fan of the original game. I still really enjoyed the remake. Anyway, so 1 hit on this guy. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull out the hit counter. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we've taken a hit so far on, and it was just brute, whatever. If we get through, I haven't practiced this in a while. If we get through 807, wouldn't that be so sick, hitless? That'd be dope. I think our best 807 was like a 1 hit, I believe. It was like 1 or 2 hits. It was pretty close. And for anyone else just tuning in, earlier in the stream, we practiced Elder for like 2 hours. It was a lot of fun. But, you know, that's kind of too much at this point. I need to just take a break and digest the strings and the timings. And then, you know, we'll go back to learning Elder more next time. Ooh, cool. She did the roll. She doesn't do that too often. It's crazy how sometimes the game gifts you with cool animations, you know. Sometimes Eve does this crazy, like, handstand thing. It looks awesome. I came over here, by the way, for the experience. So if I were doing a full hitless playthrough, I would be grabbing some extra things because I want to level up some stuff as soon as possible, you know, just to make boss fights later easier. Oh yeah, actually grab these things. Those are nanos. The nanos are what you want. The nanos are the relevant pickup. The polymers are not relevant in hitless because that's just for costumes. And so you want as many nano elements as you can get so you can max out your exospines. Alright, cutscene time. Love the background, thank you. Oh yeah, we have Sephiroth and Eve here. It's completely insane. I can't wait until what I'm probably gonna do after my stream today is I'm gonna move my bed. I have my bed parallel to my wall and up against it. It's gonna be perpendicular to my back wall, and I'm gonna have it in the middle of my room. What sucks about that setup is that it kind of blows ass as far as moving my chair around because I'm not gonna have as much front and back. But I'll still have like I'll figure it out. Maybe I can move it more closer to my closet. But like, I want to have Eve and Sephiroth behind me, like on the far wall, so you can see them more. Because it just looks like Cow and Chicken's parents, which is just absurd. It's already absurd, but now it's kind of more ridiculous because you can't even see their heads. So yeah, that's the goal.
이제부터 정신 똑바로 차려야 될 거야. 이봐.
Always good to see a generally disliked game make a comeback. Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, FF14 all come to mind. 14, isn't that the MMO? Did people not like Final Fantasy 14 when it came out? Cyberpunk had an insane comeback. Yeah, it's good for them. I've never played it in any form. Maybe I will at some point if it comes to like Game Pass or PS Plus Extra, I don't know. From barely functional to pretty much universal acclaim. If you mean Cyberpunk Obama Orb, it's one of your favorite games of all time, which you wouldn't have said at launch. Oh wow. It's pretty high praise. I hope that's not hyperbole. Now I'm actually kind of interested because I love Keanu Reeves. Wait, is Keanu Reeves... I don't think this is spoiling anything. Is he like a character that you actually do a lot of stuff with? Like, is he a main character? Or is he just like a cameo? FF14 1.0 was a disaster? Seriously? Wow. I don't know anything about that game. I played it one time. Because like an ex-girlfriend I had was into it. And so I just played it a little bit for her. But like that game... I can't do MMOs. I don't like MMOs personally. It's not for me. But if you love MMOs, you know, that's more power to you. The only MMO that I enjoyed when I was younger was RuneScape. Just because it was a blast, you know, coming home after coming home from like elementary school, playing with your friends, and then the next day you talk about it at school, you talk about it, you know, when you're walking like in the hallway, you talk about it during lunch. So much fun. But yeah, I just don't have the commitment or attention span or like interest in MMO. It's just like it's a completely different world. But like, you know, I know people that are really into it, so I mean like, you know, it's cool. Also, I don't like monthly subscriptions. Please do yourself a favor, play Cyberpunk at some point. He's a main character? Oh, hell yeah, okay. Okay, I love Keanu Reeves enough that I would play the game just to see what he's about. That's cool. I think if I wait long enough, it'll eventually come to some kind of service. Gonna get the Witcher 3 Platinum at some point and have my man backseat me on Gwent. They literally made shutting down the game an in-game apocalypse event, which was actually really cool. 2.0 came out and everyone loved it. Oh, interesting. Like when they rebooted the game up, you're talking about FF14, they like blew up the world. That's actually pretty dope. That's cool because like if you're immersed in the world and then like you watch it explode and then be reborn like a phoenix, that's kind of cool. The trailer for that apocalypse event was awesome. I gotta watch that. Like the server shut down and it went into a cutscene of Bahamut descending and destroying the world. Wow. Wow, that's actually wild. Very cool. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay, so here is the ambush section. The section is semi-tricky. I like to use the barrels on the right. And you want to save a little bit of beta energy so you can do a slash here. You want to have at least one slash. And ideally, the heavy guardian after the spiders, ideally you would kill him with just the barrels. So here's how I usually do it. Oh, I already botched it. That's not a good start. Well, unfortunately, I didn't really get anything on the barrels. We got a little bit, but not much. But hey, I didn't take damage, so works for me. Now this is the heavy guardian. And this guy, we're going to use the barrels on the right. I like to slash them once, wait, and then walk away. Now, you can try to use the barrels if you mess it up. You can try to use these barrels to deal damage to him. There you go. That doesn't always work though. That's not consistent. That's kind of just like a backup strategy. Because once you blow up, like once one of these barrels is on fire, all of them are going to blow up. It's a chain reaction that you cannot stop. So yeah, you kind of have to run this way and hope that he follows you. But ideally, the group of 3 barrels right here, I would just swipe them one time. Like swipe, wait. I stand next to them. That way he kind of walks closer to you. And then just before the barrels blow up, I walk away. And then most of them should hit him. All he needs is, you just need 2 of them to connect on him to kill the heavy guardian, at least on normal. This is a normal difficulty hitless run that we're going to be working on. So yeah, that's the strategy for that. In case you were curious, in case you're working on hitless yourself at home.
여길 건너야 해. 네이티브,
수위가 낮아서 사다리가 닿지 않아.
널 반지를 이용해 봐.
Hello, Javer88. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you again. Gonna grab that Bitcoin.
이 건물을 통과해야 해. 가지고 있는 퓨전셀을 여기에 넣어봐.
I'm gonna kill this extra barnacle up here. Just for a little bit more experience. What's everyone maining in Night Rain? I'm gonna try out the Sekiro class, but from the beta, they all look pretty cool. I would try out all of them, to be honest. I think I'm gonna end up trying all of them and just see which one feels the best, you know? Damn it. For that Hydra, it's generally consistent. I will do 1 aerial string, and then when I land, I do incursion 4, which is this. Generally, when I do that, he does stick around, but sometimes the Hydra will run away like that, and that's the worst case scenario, but it's not a big deal. Just be careful, don't get hit.
이런 곳에
Haven't farmed a platinum in a while. I think I'm on like 15. I'm on 8.
캠프? 그게 뭔데?
I never go for platinums.
지구에 도착했던 강압
The only ones I get are the ones that, like, you know, I was just playing the game a lot anyway.
방치된 것 같은데. 어째서
I can't think of a platinum that I've, like, dedicated, like, spent, like, made a concerted effort to get. I only made concerted efforts on completing games on 360.
사정이
You know, going for 1,000 gamer score. But on PlayStation, I haven't.
아니면 엄청 위험한 곳이라는 걸지도 모르지.
Recluse for you, though I will definitely try everyone. Actually, it might have been Persona 3 Reload.
어쨌든 이렇게 도움받을
Persona games, those must be hard as platinums. Keanu bowed down to all his fans multiple times for Cyberpunk stuff, and John Wick stuff, he just seems so humble and chill. Yeah, he's awesome. I love Keanu Reeves. I love all the interviews with him. He's so cool. What am I doing here? I'm getting something from the skill shop, right? I guess I'm gonna get focus. Oh wait, no, just kidding. We gotta get Blink. This is a forced research. I forgot. Been watching the stream for a while, now only on TV. Oh, okay, gotcha. I appreciate that. I appreciate anyone lurking as well. You know, I'm mostly talking to everyone just in chat, but if you're lurking and you're just generally, you know, in the background, I appreciate you too. Thank you for your viewership. I would love to greet you more formally and like say hi and then your username. So if you want to say hi in chat, if you're watching on TV, you can just pull up YouTube on your phone and if you want to say hi that way, but you don't have to. I appreciate you either way. What was I going to do? I got Blink and what else? Blink and what else? Oh, Ambush, right. We need Ambush for after the Abaddon fight. So let's keep going. Actually, you know what? This thing usually has some good loot, right? Wow, it was empty just to spite me. All right, never mind. I swear, usually it does have like something good in it, but this time it had nothing. Most of the Persona Platinums are just time management and playing around the in-game day-by-day system. They're hard, but very fun to figure out how to do. Yeah, I want to play Persona 5. 85 Platinums? Damn, wait, who has 85 Platinums? Oh, Mark, you have 85 Platinums? Damn, what a beast. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm friends with you. Me with 2 plats. It's all good, Requiem Lich. I still like you. One, 2. 1 and 2. 1. One, 2. 1. This is what I save my energy for. He should do another lightning attack. Yep, there we go. So I just spent my triplets on that. 1. That should have been a retribution. I messed up a lot. 1, 2. I think your funniest platinum is FF7 Remake for PS5. You loaded your PS4 save data into the PS5 version and all the trophies instantly popped. Yeah, there's like a lot of games that actually do that, which is wild to me. I understand why they do it though. I understand why they do it, and the reason is because let's say that you don't have the platinum. Let's say you got like half of the trophies, you did one playthrough, and then you want to do like a new game plus playthrough in whatever game on the PS5 version. It would suck if you had to start over from scratch and not even have your save file. Basically, it wouldn't make sense if you had your save file and not your trophies. So for people finishing the platinums on PS5, it's nice. And then a byproduct of that is that you just have an extra platinum sometimes for free. So I mean, it does make sense, but it's a little funny. It is comical. It's just like, boot up the game, pop platinum, congratulations. You won. It's like that Zelda CDI meme. I won. I believe it's Zelda CDI. So I'm sure one of you guys knows exactly what I'm talking about. The voice, if you've never seen the Zelda CDI games, the voice acting in the cutscenes is crazy. ABGN has a good video on it. Also, next split, we're on Corruptor now. What am I doing here? I guess I'm working towards beta chain, right? Is that what I would do normally? Oh my gosh, I gotta watch my old videos and see what I used to do. I think this is what I would do. I'll just save up for a beta chain. That's something behind you. Is that Eve? Yes, this is Eve over here. This is Eve. Her blood edge is not attached, so I have her blood edge separate. It just attaches here. So it goes on this way. But if I put the blood edge on, there's no chance in hell she'll... It's so unwieldy to move Eve around if you have the blood edge on. So I haven't reattached it yet. It's just loose. I don't know. I just look like a mad person holding this thing like a pitchfork. And then we have Sephiroth behind me from Rebirth. How tall is Sephiroth? He's 195 centimeters. Which is something in feet. That's, I don't know. That's probably like 6'4" or something like that. 6'5"? Nice room, pretty textbook. That was good. Oh my gosh, I almost screwed it up. That was close. Ooh. I spoke too soon. Dude, you know me and my famous last words. I do that way too often. By the way, this room is optional. If you're grinding Hitless at home, you don't have to do this room. I just like getting the chain type extra spine because it's one of my favorites. I'm really nostalgic about it because I used it a lot during the demo, so yeah, but you don't need to get it. You can just skip that room. That room is kind of an asshole anyway. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh gosh, this guy chased me. That sucks. That's so unfortunate that hit me. I had a hit. Yeah, so I was dilly-dallying around a little bit too much, and this guy caught up to me, and then he followed me into this room. Normally, that dude would not follow you, and he didn't hit me, but his acid, like the poison cloud, I count that as a hit, because it's a damage source from an enemy. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a legit hit, though. That was a projectile that I walked into. Why did you walk away all of a sudden, Mr. Guy? Got a load of this guy. He was in combat with me, and then he started walking away just casually, like, you know what? I think I'm just going to step away for a sec. So that's 2 hits now. Alright, not a great Corruptor split. But hey, I'm still happy about the room with the chain type exospine. That was a good room. He's 6'1". Oh, okay, yeah. Pretty tall. Next month, Hatsune Miku will be on the right. I know who that is. That is Vocaloid. I actually have a friend of a friend who went to a Hatsune Miku concert, which blew my mind. I didn't realize that was a thing, but then I saw it in person. In Japan, at least in Joy Palace, which is Sega's amusement park, they have little like Vocaloid concerts in like a middle area. Just Google it. If you don't know about Joy Palace, it's an amusement park. It's indoors. And there's an area like where there's a huge stage and like a projector screen, and then they play Vocaloid concerts. And I'd never seen anyone actually like standing around like cheering on for the concert, but it was there. The option was there. I'm a fool. What have I done? I thought I had double jump for some reason. And I was like trying to double jump up onto the bus. I somehow didn't get hit, so that's pretty magical. Where's Dozer? Where did he go? He didn't chase me here? Okay. This is an enemy? It's kind of crazy that he didn't like reanimate. He just stayed petrified. That's so interesting. Because I was right on top of him, basically. Sephiroth being 6'1" is kind of strange. I always expected him to be like 7 feet. I don't know, man. He feels big. The guy is huge. Oh, I parried way too early there. That was unfortunate. 1, 2, and blink. Wow, we're adding 2 hits. Okay, this corruptor split has not gone great, but maybe Gigas will be good. His aura is so strong, he just looks like he's 7 feet. Something like that. I think what it is, if like Sephiroth were real, I feel like his aura would make you feel just smaller. It would make you feel smaller. And as a result, he'll look bigger. I also had the platinum in both Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, but did them separately. Funnily enough, the base Persona 5 one is a lot harder because they made the trophies easier in Royal and removed some. Hey, speaking of, while we're in this elevator shaft, has anyone been trapped in an elevator before? I want to hear your story. And for how long? How long did it last? It's never happened to me, but you know, I watched this like indie horror film. I think it was called Devil. And it just takes place in an elevator. It was like a really cheap production film. The whole movie's in an elevator. I thought it was not bad. I believe it was called Devil. But yeah, it was a little like horror movie. I just thought of it for some reason because we were in this elevator shaft. But if you, I want to hear your story, please. I'm just going to headcanon you're stood up on cam, and that's how tall he is, standing behind you. Yeah, I'm at a standing desk right now playing. That's your number one fear outside of spiders? I actually like that movie a lot. Oh, you've seen it too? Nice. I mean, Cloud is short enough to only look at Sephiroth's chest looking straight. It happened in a remake? Really? I don't remember that exact cutscene, but that, I mean, yeah, our boy is tall. I've been stuck in an elevator for an hour and 30 minutes when you were about 8. Holy hell. Were you scared? And was it full? To me, I would be more scared about, like, just feeling, like, trapped with like, if it was a lot of people, that would bother me. But if it's just, like, just me and, like, whatever, like me and one other person, I'm chilling. I could chill there for an hour. I think it'd be fine. But if there were like 5 people, that would feel so uncomfortable because it's already uncomfortable when there's like 6 people in an elevator, like a small elevator, even just for like 2 minutes, or not even like for a minute. That's already uncomfortable, in my opinion, because everyone's looking in one direction, no one's talking. It's just so weird. I guess you would end up you'd make some friends. I mean, that's not the ideal way I'd want to make some friends, but I guess you could make friends that way on an elevator if you both got stuck, or if you all got stuck. Never, but I had to call someone out to deal with someone being stuck in one before. I was sat on the phone to the stuck guy, trying to calm him down. He was absolutely terrified. Damn, dude, you're a good guy. That's awesome that you were doing like customer service for the elevator, calming him down. Man. When Cloud is walking through Sector 7, Cloud walks into Sephiroth. Oh, yeah, he just like appears. Okay, I actually know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's Remake Part 1. Wasn't that bad. I was just chilling, but your mom was tweeting out from what you remember. That's always great when your guardian is the one that you have to keep calm. I used to jump in elevators. Oh, like as they're going down or up? Wait, would you feel any kind of weird gravity shift as a result, Mark? Does that work like that? I feel really ignorant. I should probably know how elevators actually work, but if you jump and you're suspended, would you get closer to the ceiling because it's coming down? That's how I think it should work, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Oh, there were 4 people on the elevator when you were stuck? Still an hour and a half? That's like a movie. That's a full-length movie, basically. I mean, a lot of movies are about 90 minutes. Imagine getting stuck in the orbital elevator. Oh dear. Okay, gravity doesn't work like that? Okay, so I am ignorant. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was thinking it would work like that, but I guess not. Yeah, if you didn't know, this guy's optional. This guy here is an enemy. Oh, whoops. I almost botched that. I wasn't sprinting, so my jump didn't go that far. It's like the question of, does jumping on a moving train move you horizontally as the train moves under you? So that doesn't work either? Damn it. Oh, you were on your iPad also, Wake? I see, I see. Yeah, iPads didn't exist when I was 8. I guess we would have had... probably had my Game Boy... I'm sure I had my Game Boy Color at that time. Or GBA. I don't know. I had a Game Boy Color and a GBA. As you can see there, I just skipped a cutscene. If you jump in that direction to the right, you just skip the whole clock tower cutscene. You can still beat people that are taller. Oh, you can still beat up people that are taller than you if they look for problems. Nice. Yeah, I would feel so safe. Whenever I visit the Netherlands, I'm gonna meet up with Mark, and I'm gonna feel so safe just being around Mark, dude. Like it's gonna be awesome. Because the guy, he looks like a bodyguard. If you don't know what Mark looks like, dude, he looks like a professional bodyguard, like a professional hitman. Your 7 feet friend was scared of you because you're a menace when you're mad. Yeah, you don't want to piss off Mark. They don't call him the exterminator for nothing. I was so close. Unfortunately, my first attack didn't connect there when I rushed. And so, yeah. I was close. I was close. I'm glad I reacted. Always backstab this guy. Ah, yes, the Game Boy, the grandfather of distractions. Yeah, I mean, Game Boy was really good. I remember having a lot of fun playing this Lego adventure game. Oh my gosh, what was that game called? My parents gave away my Game Boy Color to my cousins in Italy, and so I don't know. I can't even remember. But I also had a Powerpuff Girls game. I had the Bubbles version. There was like some Powerpuff Girls game on Game Boy Color where like each girl, like Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles, they each had their own game. I had Bubbles, and that game was really hard. I remember it being so difficult. It was kind of like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, sort of. I gotta look that up. I want to emulate that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it again, since we're talking about Game Boy. Do you think Stellar Blade would be on a Switch too, since FF7 Remake will be on it? Well, I mean, I'm sure it could run on Switch, probably. They could make it work. Will they do that? I don't know. I think it would behoove them to get a Switch port out because, you know, Switch will have a large audience. As crazy expensive as that shit's gonna be, I mean, people will buy it. You know, I actually can't think of a situation in my lifetime where people have voted with their wallets. So even though like blah blah blah, the Switch is expensive. Well, mostly the games are expensive. That's like my main problem with it. People are gonna buy them, so you know, there'll be a big audience. I don't think it'll be as big as Switch 1 because that was truly like a phenomenon. But like, yeah, Switch 2 will still have a big audience. I think it makes sense. They should try to port it if they can. Get it on more consoles. Get it in more people's hands. I mean, that'd be pretty cool having the game on Switch. Whenever I eventually get a Switch 2 in the future, I would pick it up. Because, like, you know what that would mean? That would probably mean that Nintendo would give Stellar Blade some kind of cool Nintendo exclusive skins. Kind of like, there's games that they generally do that for. What am I thinking of? Bayonetta, right? Is Bayonetta 1? Yeah, like the Bayonetta 1 version on Switch has exclusive costumes that are not on PC or 360 or PS3. And I feel like they would do that for Eve. We make it like some kind of Peach costume, maybe. That'd be dope. I would love a Rosalina costume. I'd ride that. I would rock that shit every day. Rosalina is my favorite princess. And it's funny because I've never even played not Odyssey. I've never even played Mario Galaxy, but I like playing as Rosalina in Mario Tennis. So that's why she's my favorite, and she's blue. Every game should realistically be on as many platforms as possible. Stellar Blade should just be on everything. Yeah. One of your close friends in high school was, or you first interacted by fighting? Wow, that's awesome. Just immediate bonding. Frame 1 bonding experience. I don't remember what, but we hated each other, and at some point, after you fought, you became great friends. Nice. That's dope, dude. So if you ever end your friendship, you need to beat the shit out of him again. Also, did either of you win? And if one of you won, do you kind of hang that over the other guy like as a joke, like jokingly, like, yeah, man, but I kind of beat your ass though. Nier as well. Oh yeah, Nier Automata is on Switch, right? Is it on Switch? Switch 2 is gonna be a wait for you. Not paying $500, then $90 games. You're chilling. Yeah, same. I'll get it eventually. If Black Friday has anything decent, like, you know what I would buy it for on? If they have a bundle where it comes with a Pro Controller, that's enough for me. I think I would pick it up at that point. Because for me, since I only play my Switch docked, you know, I need a Pro Controller. I'm not gonna play. I don't want to play on the whatever, like the Joy-Cons. So that's kind of a must for me. One and 2, 3. My timings are way off. Nier was one of those games, and with Switch exclusive outfits. Oh, okay, gotcha. 1 hand, 2, 3. I am way early on that first hit. Oh, we got an unfortunate shield break there. This fountain attack is the worst. Always stay away from that. One. The kimono skin featured in the Switch port is in Stellar Blade as well. Oh, that's what that is. Oh my gosh, blankets, I didn't know that. I was wondering what some of those Nier Automata skins were. And they're Switch exclusive Nier Automata skins that are in Stellar Blade. That's cool. I didn't know that. Well, that's dope. That's dope. By the way, guys, it just hit me. Like, my exhaustion just hit me right now. I think we're going to do just this one run through of 807, and that's going to be the stream. So not a long stream, like 3.5 hours. But, you know, that's not bad, considering I wasn't even going to stream today. Whoa, that was a cool dodge. Normally, I actually get the perfect dodge there, but I was a bit early, and it worked out anyway. Oh yeah, also we're on to the next split. So we took 4 hits during Corruptor, none at Corruptor the boss, only on the way to Corruptor. By the way, this hit counter is really cool. If you don't know about it, it's called Hit Manager, I believe. It's just the one that Souls players use. And it's cool because you can actually set it up. I could add a column where you can track the hits on the way to a boss. I don't have it set up like that, but if you wanted to, you could. That way you could see more clearly, like, the difference. Like, okay, I got hit on the way, but at least my Corruptor fight was perfect, so... Anyway, now we're here at Construction Zone, our last real obstacle before the end of 807, because Gigas is not as big of an obstacle. This is more dangerous, in my opinion. There's more things that can go wrong. Namely, with the Cricket Butchers. Number 1, dodge this guy. Always dodge him. Climb up. Don't bother assassinating that guy, because there is a mutated creeper to the right off screen. You don't want him messing you up, so... Oh my gosh, I punted that. Hold on. Ooh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait again. For some reason, this Cricket Butcher normally walks more to the left, I think. But not this time. What the hell? Did you guys see that? It said assault. I have never seen that before. I need to know what that was about. Are you telling me you can assault through this floor? Oh my gosh, there it is again. Wait a minute. I want it to happen. This must look crazy. What the hell? I have never seen this. Wow, it goes through the floor? I have never seen that. That's incredible. Dude, that's insane. I'm so glad that that's not patched out of the game because that's super cool. I guess it's because the floor here is cracked. I didn't know you could assault that guy. That's so cool. We're learning stuff. Isn't this game good? This game is so good. I love this game. I think that's going to be a YouTube short that I'm going to make. 313. Assault. Oh, that's so weird. I should also clip that, actually. Let's go save the last minute. Let me see if that caught it. Okay, yeah, we got it. Nice. Speaking of assaults, let's assault our way back down. Hey, single player enthusiast. Oh, hey, Gogeta, what's up, man? I just saw your username. My trip was awesome. Thank you for asking. I proposed to my girlfriend. We're getting married. Probably early next year, if I were to guess. So yeah, very exciting. And I had an awesome time at the concert. It was super fun. Gonna go to sleep. Good night. Take care, Mark. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. Have a good night, Mr. Bodyguard. Yeah, Heave learning new tactics. That is a new tactic for sure. That's brand new. I've never seen that. Hitman 3 is being ported into the Switch. They're getting a Mario and Luigi skin. Are you serious? That's so funny. Honestly, kind of suits the game because it can be silly. Hitman can be kind of silly. It's not trying to be, but it can be. So that sounds like a lot of fun. What do I get here? I'm gonna get Rush. Oh, I'm gonna get this. Let's get Focus Boost, just to make it easier. Right. Let me grab the... I'm gonna pretend as if this were a full Hitless playthrough, I would grab this because we want the nanos and we want the omnibolts. Of course, we're not doing a full Hitless playthrough today. For anyone just tuning in, we did a lot of Elder practice earlier in case you're interested in watching that kind of stuff. Just like my learning process. And we did that for like 2 hours. Oh, damn, that sucks. Add a hit there. And then we took a little break, and now we're doing my first time back practicing Hitless. We're just doing 807 right now. Okay. If I can get a backstab on the next Crooked Butcher, I'll be thrilled, because it doesn't happen that often. The first one is consistent if you're careful. The guy in front of the first ID card. For this next one, though, he's a little bit tougher because you have to climb up like 2 steps. And he can turn around pretty quickly. So, I don't like the next Crooked Butcher. And it's followed immediately by a Heavy Guardian. So, the next room I would say is the most dangerous. And then after that, the tunnels are pretty safe. There's not really anything you gotta do there. As far as worrying about getting hit. Congrats, thank you, thank you. I swear, mad dudes become friends after fights and being annoyed by each other. That's such a guy thing, yeah. Wait, did you ever answer if you beat him or if he beat you, Wake? I want to know who won in that first fight between you and your boy. Can't wait to get back on this game on PC. Hell yeah. I see you've been playing a lot of Rebirth on Steam, Gogeta. I'll catch up to you soon. I'll catch up to you soon. Because I want to get right back to Rebirth on Sundays. Not tomorrow, but like soon. This looks good. Nice. Perfect. We got the backstab. Hell yeah. He was, dude, he was in an opportune position, and so I went for it. Nice. That was optimal. Yeah, man, when Stellar Blade comes out on PC, it's gonna be a glorious day. Oh, what do I do here? Oh, I guess I'm gonna go for a assault. Oh my gosh, I guess I shouldn't be assaulting that guy. Add a hit. I remember what I used to do is I would walk down the right side, like the right platforms. Look at this guy running towards me. Oh gosh, they're both coming at me? Shoot. Let's climb up the ladder until they de-aggro. Damn, they're motivated like Virgil. Oh, no, they gave up. All right. Back to your posts. Back to your posts. I'm still in combat. You can tell Eve is in combat because she's holding her sword. As soon as she puts it back into her hair clip, that's how you know combat is over, and then you can interact with items again. Or in this case, with the control panel. Wait a minute. What the hell? Did I forget an ID card? Oh my gosh, I was autopiloting too hard. Which ID card did I miss? Not everyone can be Virgil, this is true. Which ID card did I miss? Maybe it was the one that I just did. Look at this guy. Poor thing, he's stuck. One of the earlier comments didn't get to finish really, and you weren't straight punching him. Ah, gotcha. You were just scrapping. What the hell? I did grab this one. Wait, what? What ID card did I miss? Nice. Okay, it must have been the second one by the elevator, I guess. Wait, no, I think I didn't grab the first one. I think it is the first one. I think that I was too excited about the insane assault kill that we got, so I'm gonna grab the first one again. I sure hope it's this one anyway. You know what sucks though is that... Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't open this one. Alright. What sucks is that I killed the creeper at the bottom of the... Like, down here. That I would normally use as my shortcut, so I can't take that as a way back down again. So we have to go down the slow way. We'll just go down manually. Alright, we're unscathed. Nice. Okay, we're out of combat. Perfect. Let's go. I'll tell you the full story next time whenever we play a game. Yeah, next time we're on voice chat, let me know. Okay, so we're coming up to Gigas now. Well, we have to run through the sewers, but this is a pretty it's a pretty uneventful run through because none of the enemies besides the guy in front of the first sewer key, whatever, the first key card. You gotta kill that guy, but that's it. Everything else is optional. And then I also like killing the projectile guy in a sec here that you're gonna see. After this pillar falls, I like shooting, or like I like taking out the guy on the right because as you're climbing, doing your parkour or like your Nathan Drake stuff, he can shoot you, this guy right here. So I always take him out just as a precaution. Why was I so scared for some reason? I'm not going to count that as a hit, whatever. That's like, whatever. And actually, I wouldn't count it as a hit anyway, because it's I allow fall damage. The reason is we use fall damage sometimes, or not fall damage, but like if you fall off a ledge like that, it de-aggroes the enemies. And so coming up here, there's a very useful section where we use that exact tactic. Alright, so here's the only enemy you gotta kill. I cut it kind of closer. I'm going to grab this chest because that's what I would do if this were a full playthrough. Wow, 2 Omnibolts? Damn, nice. And then this is the floodgate key that we need. Yeah, floodgate key, number 1. Excuse me. So all these guys here that would normally chase you, where it's going to drop off, it de-aggroes them. And as you can see, Eve's sword is not out, so you can immediately press the button. So yeah. Get back into it after you finish Kazan. Ah, okay. Taking a break from Rebirth to play Kazan. Yeah, Mark was just talking about it. I think he just finished it, like, very recently. He enjoyed it a lot. I still gotta finish the demo myself. Which we will do at some point, I guess, on stream. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow if I stream. I could do a short stream tomorrow. You know, I gotta be open to more, like, short streams, because, like, I could possibly even stream after work sometimes for like just a quick, you know, hour or 2. Streaming, if you're like a new streamer and you want to get into it, it does not have to be all or nothing. Every stream doesn't have to be like your best production. It doesn't have to be like an 8-hour stream. You can stream for a couple hours and, you know, call it a day sometimes. Something is better than nothing. It's kind of like, you know, exercising. You might feel like, I couldn't go to the gym, you know, I can't do my full workout, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Go for like a 20-minute walk. It's better than not doing anything. All or nothing mentality is pretty dangerous, and sometimes I fall into that with like just eating. When I try like dieting, if I have one cheat meal, I'm like, damn, I guess I'll just turn it into a cheat day. But it doesn't have to be like that. And the same is true for anything, like any kind of hobby or goal that you're trying to get in, like hobby that you're trying to get into or goal that you're pursuing. You know, sometimes baby steps are good. A baby step is still a step, is the point. That's the point I'm making. A baby step is still a step. And today we're making baby steps towards relearning this game and relearning the hitless route that I was doing before my vacation. So just practicing 807 today. Let's see how Gigas goes. The new Mario Kart being 80 bucks or whatever broke your heart. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I would have picked it up. I would pick it up with the bundle, but I'm not buying it to Switch 1 just yet. Not right away. For me, like, the first Mario Kart that I played was Mario Kart 8. So, like, I didn't grow up with Nintendo like that. So, for me, I don't have, like, a huge attachment or anything to Nintendo. So, that's why I'm also fine waiting. I'll just pick it up later. I don't have to get it right away. I didn't get my Switch 1 immediately either. I got the Switch 1, like, almost a year after it came out. But, I mean, I do love Mario Kart 8. That game is great. Let's put on Shield Destruction. I should have put this on earlier. Let's fight Gigas. I'd wait for Switch 2 Lite. My dream, I was talking about how it would be so awesome if they made like a stay-at-home only, no portability Switch. I would love that, because I only play my Switch docked anyway. Like, it's such a rare occurrence. I don't need that functionality, personally. I would love it if they did that. Like, the Switch 2 Lite was only handheld. I would love it on only docked Switch. I would love that. Make it a little bit cheaper, you know? That'd be ideal. I love Mario Kart, man. You use Link and I think the motorcycle. I'm a big Shy Guy dude. I like Shy Guy and the Mercedes cars. I mostly use the SL 300 Roadster. One. One, two. Link. Maybe switch to console. Yeah. Console only, no portability. I would love that. Damn it. I was off on that dodge. Add a hit. 5 string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. And 5. Donkey kick. 1 and 2. That transition attack doesn't deal damage, so 1, nice. Close second, love the Shy Guys. Yeah, I like it. They're cool because they have so many colors. I like black Shy Guy, white Shy Guy, blue Shy Guy, pink Shy Guy. Those are the ones I always use. Nice. Alright, so overall we took 8 hits. Yeah, I mean my PB for 807 I think is 2. Or maybe it's 3. It's 2 or 3. It's very low, so I mean, whatever. First time back, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. And some of those hits were nonsense. I actually use the Switch quite a bit handheld. Cool for college too, because you can go to the library if you have nothing to do and can sit on the Switch, yeah. What difficulty? This is on normal. This is new game normal. New game normal is how I'm going to be doing my, as you can see there, normal. New game normal is how I'm going to be doing my hitless run. That's the goal. Maybe one day in the future we could do new game hard. Hitless, go for that attempt. I'm sure we will get there at some point. I mean, if I keep playing this game as much as I expect to once the PC version comes out, we'll probably get to that skill level eventually. But it would be a lot harder. That's for sure. I mean, it's already hard being perfect for 3 hours. If we're doing a new game hard run, it's going to be like at least 4 hours at least. And then it's like, damn. A lot more precautions we'd have to take. But yeah, that's the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate you. I'm going to be recording a quick recap of the stream. If you haven't seen my day 1 recap, I'm doing these new YouTube shorts where I recap my streams. I want to do it after every stream. I'm just going to like to have a shorts series. I don't know, just to do something. So I'll recap the stuff we did today. Let me download the save file. Bam. I always like to revert my save every so often. And yeah, we're back. Alrighty. Actually, I was going to say I liked those shorts you made. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. I think it'll be a fun series to stick to. Like, after I do like 100 of them, it'll be like it'll be cool to like run back and see what the hell did I do in that stream. I don't know, because like sometimes I'll forget. It's also helpful for me. Like I want to remember like, oh yeah, what was that stream about? What was the cool thing that happened on that stream? Thanks for the stream. Let everybody take care, Reckless. Thank you for hanging out. Wake, I also appreciate you being here. Gojita, thank you for tuning in. Amon Ra, Blankets, thank you for hanging out. Single player enthusiast as well. Mark, who went to bed. Obama Orb. Who else was here? I'm scrolling up chat right now. Thank you guys for voting on the poll as well. Help me decide what to do after our elder practice. JHP, Javer A8. I appreciate all of you and everybody lurking. Jackson as well. Anybody lurking as well, thank you so much for hanging out. Your viewership. Zimpan X. C Newt. And that's everybody as far as I can scroll up anyway. Yeah, GG's everybody. I thought you were going to turn into Nemesis in this beam. With the candy and the recap. So I don't think I'll be back tomorrow. If we are back tomorrow, it'll be a really short stream. I think we'll just do the Kazan demo because like since we've been talking about it, I think I can finish the demo. That'll be like an hour stream. So maybe we'll do that. It'll be something just really short, whatever. Otherwise, we'll be back next week. Next week, we'll be on for our normal schedule. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then hopefully Sunday if I can figure out my streaming setup so I can play Rebirth. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll be back playing more Stellar Blade. I'm going to be playing this game a lot leading up to the release of the PC version. I'm mostly going to be focusing on this, to be honest. So yeah. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good Sunday. If you're celebrating Easter, enjoy your Easter Sunday and Monday. Enjoy your long weekend if you have Monday off. And yeah, peace. Go Yankees.